Yes.
Hello, and welcome to LRGA Curves. Thanks for tuning in tonight. And guess who I have with me, you guys? None other than Tottie Vision.
Woo! Yes, it's me.
OMG. So let me see. So tonight we will be going over the Real Housewives of Potomac. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to be doing the reunion part 3. And we have a semi-agenda. However, we love to improvise over here and just be like us and free flow. But so this is like a general outline kind of thing, like perhaps like the kind of thing, like, just like this isn't set in stone. Let's just put it that way tonight on LRGA Curves. You know what? While you're here, why don't you smash that like button and smash the subscribe button on the way in. I really appreciate you being part of my curvy community over here on LRGA Curves. I love each and every one of my curves. And I love y'all, my curvies. Yes, my curvies. Yes. Okay. So tonight, we're going to be covering part 3 of a 4-part reunion. Now, I don't know if we even need to go all the way into. We got a little time. We'll wait for people to get here, and we can give it a little premise.
Yes,
Black Lavender is in the house.
Yes, Black Lavender.
Yes, Black Lavender. Hey. See, I should have been ready.
What's up, Shawty?
I should have been ready.
Yes. It's Black Lavender. Boom, boom, boom.
Yes, Black Lavender's in the house.
Yes, Black Lavender.
Thank you for coming over and supporting us over here, Black Lavender. We love you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Period.
So tonight we're going to be going over the 3rd part of the reunion. Oh, look, you all can see my husband. Husband, what are you doing up there, man? God, dude. Like, how did my camera all of a sudden pick you up too? Toddy, was he there a second ago?
I do not know. I'm over here. I got the munchies. I'm trying to get my little brat together.
Oh, gee. I'm about so hungry. I was hoping that you was going to want to do the live, so I stopped. This is not a paid promotion in any way, but I did stop over here and get me nerves because we want to be up to talk about it. So we're going to be going over part 3 of the reunion for Potomac. Now, okay, and it's part 3 of 4, and this is the second time that they gave us. Why does it keep following him? Why they keep? So, did you notice that Bravo has given us 2 franchises with 4-part reunions when they could have just gave us 2 parts of the reunion and the missing reunion that they didn't give us from New York if they would have wanted to address their Black phobia and obvious racist tendency enabling over there, because they're doing a lot of that kind of stuff over there. And they didn't have, in my opinion, the housewives gather for New York specifically because they didn't want to talk about the race card. And why do they always call it the race card when a Black lady's talking about it? But when Crystal talks about it, they're like, oh, her culture and all this other stuff. You know what I'm saying? I just don't understand why it has to be called a race card when you're obviously just talking about who you are. You know what I mean? Like
you're using it as an excuse if you're Black.
Yeah. And then even if I was using a so-called race card to identify myself, why does that cripple you in some way? Why does that
Right.
Why is that? Why are you bothered?
Why?
Why are
Yeah.
you so bothered? Why are you
Why
so bothered, Ramona?
about the?
Why was Ramona over on the Housewives of New York so bothered
What?
with Ebony K. Williams talking about what she would talk about when she would talk about her culture and about, the things that excite her about her culture? Why was that such a problem, Ramona? Why was there so many microaggressions, Luann? You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just ridiculous over there in New York. And instead of have those ladies answer for it, this is a segue into what we're getting ready to talk about, because we have to go into the third part of a reunion of part 4 for the Housewives of Potomac, who have to go to the reunion as part of a contract. And I'm positive that the ladies from New York had a contract. But you know what I heard? What I heard is that they were like, oh, do you guys feel like talking about it? And all the ladies were pretty much like, nah, we're over it. We don't really want to talk about it. And they let them not talk about it. And they let them not show up to the reunion. I don't know who else is a Bravo-holic, such as myself. I don't know whose like kids were in their womb during Bravo, like season 1 of freaking OC. Okay. I don't know who else has that, but I have that. So I'm seeing a lot of things that I wish I didn't have to see as a viewer. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want it as a viewer. I can imagine what they're going through as the real lady in the show. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
OMG. DT is in the house.
DT. Yeah. Oh my God.
Yes, DT is in the house. Yes, yes. Yes, 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 yes.
We have to do it for Black Lavender too. I think we forgot to do it for Black Lavender.
I thought I didn't go loud. You know what? Here we are. Here we are. Where are we? I forgot something? No way. We appreciate Black Lavender support. Thank you for coming in. We love you guys over here. We love you guys over here. You know what? You guys give us so much energy. So Tottie says she's going to take my sounds away, you guys.
I've gotten used to them. They've grown me.
Just wrapping up a conference and saw you both were on. I had to come say, oh, awesome. We appreciate that. We totally do. Yeah. So we were just going to go over the Real Housewives of Potomac part 3. And I was going through why are they having to have 4 parts for the Potomac when they didn't have to have any for the New York? Because they don't have to drag this out. They didn't have to drag this out, in my opinion. And they sure didn't have to drag out the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills for 4 episodes of that nonsense. You know, they should have just done 2, 2, and 2.
Yeah.
And left it at that. But no, they're making all these other people pick up the slack, right? So anyway, tonight, on Sunday's night's episode of part 3, what we will go over is, I think it's Unzen Wen was first on the.
Okay.
Yeah, Unzen Wen. Unzen Wen.
Yes. Okay.
Because she started with the we can roll tape. We can roll that beautiful bean footage.
Okay.
Yeah. So thanks again for tuning in to LRGA Curves tonight. Make sure you smash some buttons, smash the like button, smash the subscribe button. Me and Tottie are gonna get into it tonight with this Real Housewives of Potomac part 3 reunion. Okay, and we're starting off with some Unzen Wen. Unzen Wen,
I'm excited,
was very upset that Robin, it picks up with Robin explaining to Unzen Wen's charts about why she was baffled as to what rumors she could possibly be talking about. Remember? Did you see that, Tony? What do you think about that?
I'm taking the back. I'm gonna wait till you get to the part.
Okay? Because Unzen Wen had this huge billboard. Like, do they still make those at what's that stuff? Is that like a coffee shop? What's the name of that coffee store?
You
I
know,
don't know.
yeah.
Like FedEx something. I don't know. I don't know
I
the name of
used to
that.
go there not even too long ago. You know, if you hadn't asked me what they were called, I would remember.
Right? And that was Robin talking about. She thought it was a whole different rumor than the rumor that was possibly being talked about.
Yeah.
Candace is pointing and acknowledging the comment that Andy made that it's just like a bad game of telephone at this point, you
Yeah.
know. And then they're asking Giselle, why didn't you talk to Wendy about it? And she said she planned on it, but it went very left, and that Wendy was being all defensive from other little comments that she got caught up in, you know. And she was explaining how Wendy was beyond defensive to Ashley when Ashley brought her breast milk down to the to stir up drummers. And she
Uh-huh.
brought the breast milk to stir up drummers, you know,
Yeah.
because liquid gold is powerful stuff, you know. Black Lady said she was ready with the receipt, right? She had the freaking office style chart, right? That was excellent. That was excellent. I liked it. Nobody's ever had a chart before. Can we give her to her for that at least?
I love
Nobody's ever had a chart before.
Yeah.
I like that, Wendy.
But my thing was, why was Andy hating on her?
He did. Andy did comment and say, last year we had a binder. This loose leaf stuff is kind of.
But at the same time, you don't want them to hit each other. You don't want them to do other things. You can't fat shame, but you're going to also say you can't even bring a piece of paper that proves something.
Right. They just don't like the proof to their life, you know. Oh, so then Wendy was saying how the reason she felt that it was a setup from Giselle bringing it up about the rumors from that all about the tea place, why she didn't start the conversation by saying, well, this is the same freaking tabloid that said that stuff about me and Jamal and me paying him $100,000, and it's the same place that alleged that I have a hot box and a SPD, and I didn't agree with that because we already talked about that, Wendy. Why would Giselle bring that up in reference to herself? Nobody else ever does. Nobody else says, oh, you know what, this is my dirt in that regard. Ashley did when she finally brought it to her, only so she could be messy dirty, though. It wasn't like a genuine, natural segue that a normal person would use in a Karen conversation. Not a Karen as in I would call it Popo for nothing, but as in a caring conversation,
I have a question. Do you know there's background music right now?
Yeah, is it too loud? I can't make it shut. Oh, here it is. Let's set it up there.
Okay.
Oh, wait, you know what? Because I don't know if like just playing these pictures without. I don't know because I made it like. Is that better?
Yes.
Okay.
So my
Yeah, I think I'm in my car. I'm like.
I felt like I was understanding of why she brought proof. I also feel like she did attack Robin, and maybe Robin's being truthful. Maybe she did not know what was going on, but I also understand that she would probably think that she would know because she's best friends with Giselle.
Well, not to mention the fact that I believe one of the freaking scenes had Giselle and Robin on the phone with Ashley telling her, girl, you got to get down here because da 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 blah. Didn't that happen? Or am I tripping? I don't know. I don't want to have to go back that far. I think that might have happened where they were like, oh, didn't Ashley say something about, oh, I was glad they called and told and encouraged me to come or something like that. So I think that it's true, but it's not true. How could she have not known that that's the rumor you're talking about, when Giselle had just told you in the episode before, I mean, in the scene before or whatever, that I feel this way about just about Wendy's new happiness and, you know, mommy makeover situation. I feel that this is because of the rumor. So she did know that Giselle was currently talking about a rumor and that it was that specific rumor.
Right. Now, here's my thing. Wendy's my favorite.
Mine too. I love her.
Yeah, she's my absolute favorite. But I feel like wrong is wrong. Even if Robin did know, all she did was ask what was said. And, you know, Wendy said, don't worry about it. Your best friend will tell you. And then she said, no, what was said, you're bringing it up now. And
Yeah.
Wendy's response was, well, you don't have a marriage to even worry about, a relationship to worry about. So I feel like the dig was, I understand why it happened, but also Robin didn't deserve it.
Right.
Giselle deserved it though. So what I have learned is that Giselle is constantly dragging Robin into shit, because Robin actually don't do nothing, but she be trying to step in and speak up for Giselle, and she get caught up.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
One Who Cares is in the house. Give it up for One Who Cares tonight. Thank you very much for coming by, LRGA Curves. We appreciate your energy, stopping by, supporting, and listening to what we have to say tonight about this reunion part 3 of Potomac. So, yeah, so go ahead, Tottie.
That was it.
Okay. Well, yeah, I guess it's okay if Win is Unzen, and I guess it's okay that she's brought the receipts.
Mm-hmm.
And I also did feel like she was going like really hard. Like she was like, she wasn't letting up. She was like, 1, 2, hold up a poster. 3, 4, here's a printout of my phone records. 5, 6. And you did? You know what I mean? That's husband. Husband, you're in the shot. Say hi to the people.
Hi.
I can't. I don't know why it does this.
I'm trying to stay out your business.
I know, right? Like, go away. I mean, you know, in a loving way. Thank you. Sorry, you guys. So next up on the review for Potomac is I had it out of order because I wish Juan Dixon was no way freaking Ablavi? Ablavi's in my house? Ablavi's in my house? No way! OMG! Appreciate you stopping by, Ablavi. Yeah, you know, it's only what time was it? Yeah, it was only 9 California time. Mm-hmm. Where are you? Are you on the East Coast or something, Ablavi? Oh, what happened? Toddy dropped off. She'll come back, you guys. So next we were going to talk about Robin and her after they went into Robin and Wendy arguing over the freaking, there we go. After they went into Wendy and Robin arguing about the you know, receipts. I knew the rumor, you didn't know the rumor. Then Ashley apologizes to close it out. She apologizes to Wendy saying, oh, I'm sorry you felt like we attacked your femininity. And somebody was like, where's the Tylenol? Like, they're over this fake drama, whatever.
Yeah.
So they turn to Robin and they're like, you know, what's up with Embellish? What's good with Embellish, Robin? Flashback to the Robin sleeping in during the demic. And, you know, a lot of people did that. I mean, we hardly got out of the pajamas. And if we got out of the pajamas, it was probably into yoga pants. And if it was in the yoga pants, then, you know, there did come a month finally that you were like, let me put my jeans on. And you were like, oh, I shouldn't have had those yoga pants on for so long. You know what I So I know we all did it, but it's all good. So anyway, Robin is going through her screen roll with her and going back talking about her depression. And I liked Scala, you guys. I liked Scala. And most of the scenes she was in, she kind of brought she tried to bring a topic and start a conversation that didn't always, well, no, she was hella messy. But she was like, Karen, I heard you was a drunk. Like that was messy, you guys. And it wasn't as productive, I think, as the one about, oh, Robin, you sound depressed. Like that was good calling out. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Let's see. So then they were saying about how Robin was told she was unattractive by Juan. And then they go to the clip of where Juan and her were in the place. And Juan felt blindsided because she really could have called and said, you know what, babe, when we get over here to the warehouse in this scene, I'm going to ask you about the kids. I'm going to tell you that I didn't like how you wasn't there for the other kids.
Mm-hmm.
Like she could have gave him a heads up just out of GP. You know what I'm saying? It's like he hardly films. So I could understand how he would feel blindsided. Like he probably was like, is it going to be cool? I don't want no drama, Robin. Really, this is my day off. Coaches don't get any time off. I don't even feel like going with you to the embellished warehouse where you're not doing shit with the hats anyway, lady. Macy's and TJ Maxx called last week, and now we get in the warehouse and nobody calling. Like, what's going on, Robin? You know what I mean? Like, it could have been on like that, right?
Yeah.
So let's see. DT says, LRGA Curves, did you feel Pennywise Megamind placenta eater who looks like Herbert from Family Guy's apology was genuine?
I did not.
Not at all, DT. Not at all. As a matter of fact, that would get a, yeah. From she who always tries to keep it all like she, and she says things in like this tone.
Yeah. She pretends that she's not meaning to be offensive so that she can keep being offensive to you.
Right. One Who Cares says she's messy little bobblehead.
Yep.
Was that Robin you were talking about, One Who Cares, or was that the Ashley that you were talking about? Like, let me know. But yeah, I don't know that it's okay that Robin is saying on national TV, like, is it going to affect when she calls Macy's back that they see she didn't call back because she was in bed till 2? Is that like great business? I'm not sure. It's real, but is it great?
Not, but at the same time, if it wasn't for the show, they might just think she was busy.
Oh, a Scala. She's a messy little bobblehead. Yeah, I can see, yeah. Because calling Karen a drunk was a little over the top. I agree. Her voice was so high, she sounded like Herbert from Family Guy when she talks about Chris. Yeah, like she gets this tone where, like, calm down to a person that's totally not uncalm.
Yeah.
Just to be like kind of condescending and controlling and projecting kind of calm down so that you can try to like garner control over that person. And you know what I mean? And make them acquiesce to your version of like civilized or acceptable or whatever. Like, who are you to tell me how to react to what you just said? Anyway, okay. Then we have, what do you think about Robin not doing the hats in time?
About her what?
About her not doing the hats. Do you think that has anything to do with why she hasn't planned the wedding also? Do you think like they're connected for real? Like, I think it's all connected. I think she doesn't do the hats. She didn't do the freaking wedding planning. She doesn't get the kids up before 7:45 and they got to be there at 8. You know what I mean? So it almost feels like it's the follow through. Like
I have to be honest. I'm starting to trust Robin. So if she says she's been depressed, and she's focused on business, and they'll do it later, I kind of feel like okay then, because honestly, it just seems like she's best friends with Giselle, but Giselle seems to be the evil one.
She's best friends with Giselle, but Giselle seems to be the evil one.
That's kind of how I feel. I mean, I feel like Rob. Well, you know what? I feel like Robin is open. And
I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is.
I feel like Robin has been open when they were struggling and poor in the beginning. She was open when they were broke up and living together. She was open. Most people
Right.
would hide and pretend that they were together. You know,
Right.
she's been pretty honest. So,
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if it was fake, that whole engagement. I felt like it was real, but I don't know why Juan and Michael know more about her relationship than she does. Because in the playback, they showed how Michael turned out to be right about they're not getting married. You know what I mean? Like, of all people, Michael, his bromance dude, the one he said he wanted to suck his sausage. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, Robin is really suffering from depression, in my opinion. One Who Cares said, I agree that she is depressed, and I agree that it's beautiful that she was talking about it in such a public forum, because mental health matters, and especially the blues that a lot of people got during the vid. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Mm-hmm.
So kudos to Robin for talking about her. That was like a really vulnerable place. And I can understand like how you can be a person where she said, "Oh, I just wanted it to roll off my back."
Yeah.
Yeah. So I could understand that too. And so you think she and Juan are actually going to get married then eventually?
I actually do. I think
What did you think about that comment she said about that whole commitment? We want to recommit to each other, a commitment ceremony. Because he said wedding and she was like commitment ceremony.
I think that Robin is displaying that marriage is not to her what it is to so many other women.
Yeah. And it doesn't have to look the same for all of us. Like, it's
I think that's what she's showing. Like, it looks like as far as her life, she might be stressed, but her relationship and marriage, she's like, what the fuck ever. That's just what I'm getting. Like, I don't feel like she cares that much.
Do you think she really wants to try for another baby? She says she's 42, and she told him she has till 43.
It doesn't look like it to me.
I wonder why she did the cutoff at 43.
I don't know.
I mean, because she could just do 45 and do a nice, visible number, Look, One Who Cares says, I've been married for 27 years. Juan isn't shy. Remember, Juan cheated on her and it still hurts her. Yeah, that's part of it. Mm-hmm. That's part of her reluctance to even go through all of that again. She's like, we already did all of that.
But you stayed and you're not married. What you doing?
Well, yeah, I don't know. There's all different kinds of ways to love and to express love. And if she really doesn't want to get married, then they need to just like say that instead of pretending at this point. You know what I mean? Like, if she's like, oh, if she literally said that this was the reason, as One Who Cares is logically and reasonably drawing an opinion based off of what we've seen as viewers, that it appears as though she could still be hurt over all of that, Yeah. And I agree. I mean, as a woman, as a human, after somebody betrays you and then making decisions to like stay together and then still being intimate with them, it's kind of like it's a really delicate situation you put yourself in. So, and that pain, it carries over. Sometimes you can transmute it, the pain. Sometimes you can transcend the pain. And sometimes you kind of stay hurt from the pain. You know what I mean? And sometimes you forgive and forget, the way they say to do. You know what I mean? There's all different ways to be in this world. There's no one particular way. But I also see that she's hurting that, And then one
Yeah.
who cares says she stayed for those boys. Yeah. But they're older now. Leave that ass while she still look good. And then DT says, didn't Rubbery Robin use Juan's money to start up her business? No, she used the money from Housewives. Wouldn't she have used the money from Housewives, do you think?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, I think so.
So,
Because
hmm, I actually, yeah, I do like Robin. Um, Giselle is a little bit odd. Their friendship element, I don't understand that much because
were they both Kappas? Were they in the same sorority? Like what?
okay,
Yeah, what's up with that whole um I'll be your lover, I'll be your friend, I'll be something that you'll never comprehend. I'll never hurt you, I'll never lie. And if you will, I'll forgive you by and by, cause that's how Robin is for Giselle, but I don't see it like Giselle really has it like that for Robin. I feel like if there's a bus and it's one person left to throw under it and it's between the two of them, I
mm,
feel like Giselle might put Robin under that bus first before Robin would put Giselle under the bus. What do you think? I don't know. Where is this
hmm.
loyalty coming from? Anybody in the comments have an idea as to where this loyalty could come from? And do not put because they're lovers or scissor sisters. I think that's a ridiculous. I don't think that that's happening with these two. I think there would be a whole lot more uncontrollable sexual tension between the two of them while they were filming if that was ever a truth. You know what I mean? Like, you know how like little things give it away. You could see people in a room and be like, oh, yep, they've been together. And then come to
Yeah,
find out you were right. You know what I mean? Like,
I
I don't
feel
think
like
that
they know
vibes.
like there's so much of one and the same. I feel
Mhm.
like Giselle is Robin's version of herself if she didn't have more class, or if maybe she was a single woman, you know.
Uh-huh.
But, and I feel like Giselle may relate to Robin in the opposite way, like you're who I would be. You know,
Right.
they're not very different in the as far as their class
Hmm.
in society. You know, so I
Yeah.
can see that, but I just have a hard time, yeah, blaming Robin fully. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I love Robin. I love her. But I think her storyline is weak.
Yeah.
It's not as weak as Ashley's, in my opinion.
Hmm.
Because breastfeeding PSAs on a housewife show was done on what there was one franchise where the lady would take pictures of her and all her breast milk and it filled up one of those gigantic marble islands in a mansion size that's the size of a picnic table, and she was sitting on the thing with all the breast milk she had produced and was freezing for her baby. You know what I mean? So the
Mm,
breastfeeding PSA thing has been done, and I feel like Ashley did use that whole situation for like protection. Whenever she has the baby, you don't want to upset her. You don't want to upset the baby. You want to just leave her alone and oh the baby. I feel like she used the baby as a shield. But we can talk about that later. They also said that oh no, then Robin after the Robin thing, sorry you guys, after the Robin thing, Andy took a sneak and showed us that none other than Nicki Minaj
yeah.
was actually there. And I must admit, I was feeling like he was going to come and do the attacking for Bravo in
Mm,
a way like how, because Andy gets called on the carpet for asking, entitled, for asking questions from an entitled perspective. I
yeah.
think that might have been the problem because I'm not really sure. Like, I don't really think his reaction when that whole Monique thing happened. I don't really think that reaction when that whole Monique thing happened over the money.
Uh-huh.
And he said, "Oh, really?" I don't really think his "Oh, really" was a like, "Oh, really, bitch? We want to be the only dollar
I
you
don't think
need."
that was a reach. He did
Yeah, I
so
don't.
good in that interview
that it was a reach for people to make it seem like he meant this and he meant that. That was such a reach because he did so good at trying to gain understanding. He asked questions to
Yeah,
understand why this situation would be different,
right.
than what he learned on Real Housewives of Atlanta. I really, in some ways, feel like Andy is like getting to know a different culture. I think that's what he feels like.
Yeah,
Uh,
like he's exploring the wild black
yeah.
culture,
Yes.
and he's able to, get close to them, and
Hmm.
he can talk to them. Even he's their friend. They like him. They're friendly to him.
Oh my.
Like he's like, but then he takes it one step too far, and
Yeah.
his tone does something. The same tone that they try to act like Candace has when she's talking to her own people with the tone that we all use with her.
Yeah.
When he uses his tone to us, it comes from his culture. So that kind of comes off like, why are you talking down to me, bro? You know?
Right.
And I don't think that he meant it like that,
Hmm.
but it did come off like that. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
So when they said they were bringing Nicki Minaj on, I was like, well, what for? Unless it's to be horrible because everybody thought you were horrible for what you already for the kind of questions that you were asking last time. So are you bringing her here to like do some black on black crime? You know what? OMG. Prosperity Thick Girl is in the house.
What's up?
What's good? What's good? Thank you for popping in, Prosperity. Prosperity, Thick Girl. Yes, yes. How are you? Thanks for coming in. So, we were just talking about Nicki Minaj coming on to the Real Housewives of Potomac Part 3, which LRGA Curves and Tottie Vision are reviewing tonight here on LRGA Curves. Make sure you're smashing that like button, smash the subscribe button if you haven't already. And let's get back to this review. So, yeah, we
Okay.
went up to the Nicki Minaj part. And
I did not feel like I was actually excited that she was coming on.
yeah,
However, I felt like there were limitations to her. So yeah, her name's Nicki Minaj. That's Nicki, and she has the name to make me watch and be excited as well. But
yeah,
I knew that she had scandals in her life that would prevent her from touching scandals that someone else would have touched.
yeah. Well, do you want to like really, really get into that part? Because I also was feeling that too
You
about
know,
her coming on. I was like, why now, y'all? Like she's in the middle of a whole entire scandal. Like anybody, they didn't let Kevin Hart do the Oscars over some shit he said 85 years ago, and he's only 42.
I
So
mean, but this is
how
Real
are you getting
Housewives, and
ahead?
it's Real Housewives of Potomac. It's
Yeah,
still growing,
right.
So it's a big deal, but it's not that big of a deal. You know what I mean? Cardi B could have hosted it. Hell, Sweetie could have hosted it. Jocelyn Hernandez even.
Oh
So
my gosh, that would have been hilarious. That would have
yeah, so I don't feel like it's that
been
big of an accomplishment. Even
yeah,
though I love the show and I see that they're gonna grow into it.
yeah,
Um, but I was paranoid a bit about how she would respond to certain questions being asked or topics being talked about. I just knew certain things wouldn't be discussed. Whereas if someone who had a wild mouth
uh-huh,
and a large name had went on that show who didn't have her scandal going
yeah,
on, we would have talked about Michael Darby. How dare you judge G, and how dare
yeah.
you do this? We would have, a real fan could have got the job done.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We want to talk about mamas. Let's talk about everybody's mom and
Yeah. Like nobody's ever even mentioned Giselle's mom. I think she might. I don't
yes.
know.
While you
She
guys want to play
rest
and
in
talk
peace.
about
I don't know. I don't
everybody,
know.
yeah.
Um. Yeah, we could talk about that too. That whole mom thing kind of irks me. Why are they always? I don't know. To me, they talk about Dorothy a lot more than they talk about any of the other moms.
Because she's still on there. Ashley's mom came on there, but she has not been on
That's
there.
Angela.
She doesn't come around the girls either.
And
Right.
that Candace's problem is she's gonna have to tell her mom, no, you're not coming on the show anymore.
Uh,
Yeah, create boundaries.
yeah.
Yeah, let that be private.
And Prosperity Thick Girl 40 says, yeah, only her husband is a R word, you know. That part. I heard they were, yeah, that's disgusting. And all that stuff that was going on with that whole situation with her husband and all those previous charges and all that stuff and the supposed alleged whatever payoffs insinuations. Like, stop already. You know what I mean? Just,
Hmm.
ooh, that was a lot. That so I didn't understand why they would do that. That's like a really heavy, and the stuff was proven for him. I mean, like, didn't he just like actually like wasn't there some time?
Well, if there, well, okay. So what he did was he accepted um, a deal. So he was incarcerated for attempted rape. So my the thing, and this is not to attack anyone, but the thing is considering the age, and
Uh-huh.
because what he was okay, so
How old was he when all this happened?
16, he was 16.
Oh no way. So and how old is he now? Like 38?
No, he is older than that. He's
Oh, so that's like I'm sorry, I'm gonna say it with that tone. I'm like, oh, so that was like and he accepted a thingy. Did the
okay.
thingy have anything to do with going to a big house?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I'm so sorry. I should have used my laptop. But he is 43 years old.
Oh, here's Prosperity Thick Girl saying he pled guilty to a lesser charge. And you're saying that he's 43 years old.
Yeah, he's 43. When he was 16, he pled guilty to a lesser charge of attempted rape with a weapon, which was a knife. And she said that he raped her with a knife. It's
OMG. How old was she when this happened?
16 as well.
OMG. Yeah, that's very traumatizing and disgusting. Was it one of
Yeah.
those cases where she didn't testify and the state picked up the thing, so she didn't have any say?
No, it's one of those cases and this is as far as I have read into it. Um, it was a case where she testified, however, the proof was iffy. So he took that lesser charge to get 4 years in prison. So he's been out since he was 20.
Uh-huh.
Wish I could Google right now. Let me go. Let me see if my laptop's charged up.
Yeah, yeah. Keep talking about that. I have to mute this for like 38 seconds.
Okay. So just to have an open conversation, for open conversation's sake. Sorry for the background noise. My desk is a mess. I had Popeyes. But anyways, so what I'm gonna do is Google his court case. Uh-oh. Kenneth Petty charges, because I don't remember the victim's name, and I'm so sorry that I don't. Okay. He was initially charged with first degree rape. Let me plug my mouse into my laptop because that mouse pad give me hell. Okay. He was charged with first degree rape, which he denied. He eventually pleaded guilty to attempted rape and was ordered to register as a sex offender afterwards. He spent about 4.5 years in prison, according to inmate records. So now here's my thing with this situation. Do I believe he did it? I don't know. Do I believe he didn't do it? I don't know. Um I'm gonna just take that information and have it in my mind. I don't know them. I can't do nothing about it. So I just know what happened, what I read. So do I think it's possible that Nicki Minaj may believe him if he says he's innocent? It's possible that a woman could meet a man and believe that he's innocent of the charges he was committed of, when he was 16 and he's black. It's possible. So
I don't know. But I know she's known him for a long time. I believe over a decade. However, let's see how old she is. I'm typing with one hand. Hold on. Oh, I'm so hungry. Okay. Kenneth is 43 and Nicki Minaj is 38. Okay. She believes every man in her life that violates people in a sexual way, just like her brother. Now, I'm trying to. Oh, I don't have the power to put that comment on the screen because this is not my live. Now, I don't know if she believes her brother. I think she might have supported him just because he's her brother and paid some legal fees for him to help, give him a fighting chance. But do I think that she believes him? I don't know. And I don't know that much about her brother's case. So I don't know anything about that other than that, there's a case. So, anyways, I did really feel like I could not trust that I would get what I wanted to get. Because Andy has to try to portray himself in an unbiased way. He doesn't always succeed at it, but he has to do that, and I wanted someone to get in there and get, dirty. I didn't want Funky Dineva. I did not want that, but I would want someone to get out there and just ask a whole bunch of questions. So no
Please tell
matter,
me that wasn't a real option, not Funky Dineva.
I mean, Funky Dineva is outspoken and has no filter, but his opinion can be one-sided. So I wouldn't want him for that reason. But
Right.
if he had an if he would just get up there, or she, I don't know, would just get up there and ask any and every question from all perspectives and get dirty, regardless of who your favorite is, I would say put that person up there because they don't give a fuck. And that's what I needed. Somebody who didn't care. I don't need you to tiptoe around Michael Darby because your husband got a sexual assault case.
Right, right. Well, thank you, Tottie Vision, for that in-depth expose on the Petty Betty Nicki Minaj connection, as
Mhm.
well as reading verbatim what's available via the public. Yes, via the public webs and everything. So we appreciate that in-depth research that you just took us on. Wasn't that quite the journey? Wasn't that incredible? Oh my God.
I
You
was
know
just,
I love you, Toddy. That is like,
aw.
I mean, man, that was freaking. I'm so happy you did that. That's so excellent. Yeah,
Girl.
yeah. Really, that's how I feel about it. I'm happy you did that. Thank you.
No
So,
problem.
because we were kind of feeling the same, we
Okay, I
were
think your
noticing the
mic is
same.
doing something. I muted mine to see if it was me, but I think your mic's doing something weird.
I'm. That is so weird. You think that's mine? I don't know. My computer
I,
is just.
I don't hear it anymore. It might have been me. I'm sorry. But I don't
Because
hear
I
it
did
anymore.
hear it and it kind of felt like aliens were trying to come out. And I was
Yeah.
like, look, I just was reading on the Anunnaki earlier and something about Nerubi and I don't know. Hey, look, don't look at too much TikTok, people. That's all I can say. That's all I
Yeah.
can say. Prosperity Thick Girl 40 says, who has AOL dial-up internet? That's what it sounded like. It
Me.
sounded like we were talking in styrofoam cups and eating them at the same time.
So if you can hear
Prosperity
it,
Thick Girl 40 says, yeah, I hear it. Do you still hear it now? Do you hear it now? Can you hear us now?
yes. Can
Is
you
that
hear?
I don't
Now,
know. Is that, what the frick? I don't even.
can you hear me?
I don't know.
So, okay, so I feel like I was thinking that Giselle just might be decent enough to apologize for Wendy's kids just because, but she didn't. That was like, ooh, Giselle, really? Okay. I
Right?
on one hand, respect if you don't want to apologize for it, but on the other hand, it's like, ooh, you're showing something.
Yeah, that's definitely. It's better prosperity thick girl 40. Thank you. Yeah, we need to know these things. Like I've been on lives and the people's avatar circle is moving like they're talking, but we can't hear nothing. So or there's an echo or screaming in the back that nobody else can hear. And no, I'm just kidding about the screaming. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm sorry. I'm kind of weird. So then we had the gentlemen come out. Gentlemen, start your engines. And everybody says their hellos to Andy. And they dig into Raymond Huger being there. Like, at least Raymond shows up. Like Raymond has always been about
You know what I'm saying?
he shows up.
Yes.
He's like Uncle Ben's granddaddy. That's where Uncle Ben got it from.
Right?
Was Raymond
In a,
Huger.
he's actually present in a marriage. He is with his wife and they are life partners, and he's going to be there regardless of what they go through, like he's supposed
Yeah.
to. And I see that in Eddie too. Come through, Eddie.
Eddie is a fantastic husband also.
I'm not
But
going to.
I felt like Eddie had a ventriloquist happening where Wendy was doing a lot of the talking for Eddie. Did you notice that?
I have a feeling about that, and I have the same feeling when it comes to Kimmy from
Um,
Love and Marriage Huntsville. I think that women, we tend to talk a lot and
yeah.
talk more than men do.
Uh,
I also think that when you have a woman who can speak for herself, you
yes.
get used to shutting up. You know what I'm saying? I just
Yeah.
think, I mean, she communicates for a living. She's very good at it. And I just think that he doesn't have a problem speaking for herself, but she does it.
Yeah.
But
I mean, like, he's a full lawyer, though. So it's ironic that he who speaks for others in such a big, like that's his job. Like,
yeah.
dude, if that's what you do for people and then they see you on TV and you never can speak for yourself, it would kind of like be confusing. Like, how is that? Like, do you only do it for work? Do you only talk for work, Eddie?
Isn't that, isn't that one of the beautiful things about love?
Yeah,
That
like he's
yeah, normally I do this for a living. I do it so much, and
yeah,
he
let her do it.
does it for me, and I don't
That's
have.
cute.
No, it might be just one of those hidden golden nuggets in their relationship.
Uh-huh.
They seem to have something beautiful.
Right. And they seem to have like a natural understanding of whatever Wendy says, since this is her thing and it's about her, he's just going to be like, okay. You know what I mean? Like, so they were playing the game. And how did he know to write those same exact answers unless like they really do feel that way? So you're right. They do have like a really nice, deep kind of love. And I appreciate it. I do. They're my fave. I feel
But
like they're a
he,
real couple. As
e-
long as they don't get their vows renewed, they'll be good.
oh, I mean, I feel like even if you lean over and you look at your mate and you're like, don't you let that bitch know you think she cute. Even if that's what it is, like, I don't see anything wrong with that either. Like,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
realness, So
Well, and then we'll just keep it real then. And when Mia brings it up, don't be like, oh, you're insecure. Like, you know what I mean? Then just be like, yeah, yeah, I said it. You know what I mean? I said it. And
but
Prosperity Fit Girl 40 said Wendy speaks for both of them. Like when she made the gun change his answer because she told him what to write. Yeah.
because she made him change his answer. Okay. Yeah, that's what I just said. But see, I don't see
You're
anything
welcome.
wrong with that. I feel like um
Yeah, that's a strong partnership right there.
If we're
It's
sitting
kind of
up,
better than. I'm
there are
sorry. Go ahead.
like there are other people attractive, but if I'm sitting with my man and we're in a room of people who will turn on me at any time, this is the part of our job to be.
Uh-huh.
This isn't just a regular girl group, but it's a girl group that's recorded, and that's how these bitches are. Do you see,
Right.
it was a fight last year, bro. Like, don't you know what I'm saying? Of course, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Look out for me. Don't be put no. Don't let them put you in a trap. Don't
Right.
get caught up. So
Right.
I get that. I don't
That
see.
is a nice, yeah, that's nice. And that is what him and Ray have in common in that regard, where it's whatever their wives want on this platform. They're not trying to knock any of it. But I also give it to Chris too.
I
Chris is
think that
very supportive. I love Chris and Candace.
I
And I
was
love and I
saying,
like and I feel like they're really in love. I actually have
I do too.
I imported another live. They went live last night. They do late night lives. He was telling the truth at the reunion when he said that she goes to school until late. She's up at 3 o'clock in the morning doing stuff because they did a live last night at 2:22 in the morning their time, and I happened to catch it anyway. But I really do like them, and they're funny in their little lives too. You can tell they really love each other. I love it. I love it.
I
Oh,
was
you're
gonna
welcome,
I
Prosperity.
do think that if the roles were reversed, that the women would have their men backs in the same way. Like, no, I'm not gonna say another man is sexy or attractive. They even made that point during this reunion. Wendy did when she was like, and that's the thing, because why would Mia even be worried or concerned? That's
Because Mia's used to
all the attention.
getting that. Like she likes attention, and if she doesn't get it, then obviously it irks her to the point of having to react.
And also, even though she's in an open marriage, she does not have a man who only wants her. So she probably feels like it's not realistic.
Right. Let's see. But doing that on TV makes it look worse. Yeah, doing that on TV does make it look worse. I agree. I agree. So then we had everybody say, and then Eddie, they started with Eddie. Do you think Eddie was due an apology from Giselle?
Yes.
I don't
I
like how Giselle.
she's a foul bitch because I'm just I'm just gonna say it. Because Eddie don't do nothing to nobody. He's minding his business. He's getting hit with the crosshairs or whatever you call it, however you say it. He's actually just minding his business, supporting his wife. He's known her since they were in college. Now she's growing up. She's become a mother. And they've accomplished goals. She's changing, evolving. He's supporting his wife through life changes. I think it's so beautiful because you don't see it a lot in men. And here you go, you attack him, and in every breath that you attacked him, you said you didn't believe it was true, but you did it anyways. And you can't even apologize. Just to be cute, apologize. Like, girl, okay.
So should Ashley have to apologize to them because she brought it up also,
Yes,
or
yes,
only Giselle because Giselle is the one who we saw bring it up on camera? Is that
Ashley
the issue?
Ashley's copping out. And if she had somebody like me up on the fucking couch, I would be telling her, girl, you wanted to be messy too. You wanted to come up here and get you a little storyline going on the show. You knew what you were doing, but I'm gonna give you this pass.
Yeah,
She knew.
she knew.
Yeah.
When was she around the people naked?
What?
Did you say she was around the people?
Mm.
Sorry. So, Prosperity Thick Girl 40 says the same reason she walked around everybody husband naked. Yeah, who did that? That's what I'm saying. Who did that?
Oh,
Who
yeah.
that? Who that were? Prosperity Thick Girl 40 says, hell yeah, but she's the devil's spawn. And I knew she wasn't. Ashley apologized to Wendy. That was a fake apology, though.
Yeah.
Ashley
It was a fake
did.
apology. She knew what she was doing.
Yeah, that was a plotted chess move apology.
Yep.
That was one of those.
Yes.
That was one of those. I'm apologizing so that I look less crazy when I attack you for no reason.
Yes. And you know what? I'm glad we didn't even talk about this beforehand, just so everybody knows. I feel the exact same way. She apologized because she knew she entered the beef in a way that she could pretend she didn't mean no harm. It looked like, even though Giselle sent her, Giselle gave her that information. Ashley 100% knew what she was doing, and
That's,
she played along with Giselle.
yeah, yeah. And she was very happy to do it too. She was like,
Yes,
"Oh,
because she
you need me,
something she
and
needed
I
to
can
do
be messy."
something,
Yeah,
and she didn't do anything else.
everything she does is plotted out. Yes, it's all chess, and they allow her. I feel like basically, okay, here's an analogy. I don't know if it's an analogy or, yeah, I guess we could say it's an analogy. I don't know. But could Ashley situation of allowing Michael to be in proximity to what he can't keep his hands off of, obviously, which is black asses of men who, who don't necessarily want that attention, and her having this access to all of these people is like, how sometimes those stories about how the pimp has a lady that works with him. I know this is deep, guys. I'm really reaching here.
The
But
bottom key.
like how the pimp has a lady working with him that'll go like talk to the person at the train station and be all nice and be like, "Oh, let me get you to the car." You know what I mean? Like, and then it ends up being like a horrible trap for a predator. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just like, there's too much access for Ashley to be having over there and for her to be so freaking messy all the freaking time.
Yeah.
That's a lot of freaking leeway. So then we got in. This right here. How did you feel about G's unit?
I feel like G did make mistakes in his own way, and we could have focused on that. But I felt like it was such a desperate attempt for Ashley to compare him to Michael, or to, I guess a audience member actually did it, but for her to even try to run with it,
Yeah.
girl, like your man has been sexually assaulting people on camera and cheating every year, and
Right.
making sexual comments and taking off his pants. He's
Right.
done those things on national TV. Like, where is your head at? To
Yeah.
compare him to G for flirting
Yeah.
a little too much. Like, that's no, it's not the same. And it's another example of what she
The
wanted to
colorism.
deny, of colorism
Yes, it's an example of the colorism
and
that
racism.
even allow her to have that narrative for any longer. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
why should she get to defend his actions on TV? He shouldn't be allowed to have had those actions 3 separate times, 3 separate seasons. Not
Exactly.
once, not twice, but three. Yes, three
Right.
times. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yes, it's not a
what?
conspiracy. It's just another example of what white men can get away with. He has
It's
sexually assaulted
disgusting.
people on camera and gets away with it, and a black man would have been demonized. And I
Yeah.
don't. There's nothing wrong with the demonization. There's
And then
something wrong with the
Ashley's
fact that the
father
white.
says shit like, "Oh, I think he liked it. Him and my husband play like that all the time." And you know what I'm saying?
Weird.
She would say, and she defends that,
It's
but then
weird.
she turns around
I
and has dark skinned G's tongue, and him acting like his whole forearm is his unit is a problem.
It's almost like she might identify as white.
Yeah, she white identifies for sure. She
Mhm.
likes it until she doesn't like it.
Right.
You know? She's one of the, she's kind of like, I feel like she might be a floater where she floats to what suits her for that, interaction.
There's a
So when
whole
she
way
floats
of,
over
yes,
Candace, she floats over to the light skinned Darby Barbie.
yeah.
But also she has the nerve to talk about dry edges and all that other stuff. Like, she gets away with so much.
Yeah.
And then no. But what about Giselle co-signing on that shit? What
Weird.
about that?
She is so weird. That's why I don't like that hoe. I don't know.
That goes too far, Giselle. Giselle, I've been giving Giselle more benefit of the doubt than she deserves. because you can only have two faces. At least that's the only ones we talk about in our three-dimensional mind. But since we're ascending to the fifth dimension and all that, she has the face like in that show with, what was his name? Vin Diesel in the multiverse, and the man had three sides to his head and all that stuff. Remember that? She got three sides. She's not two-faced it. She three-faced it. Because she was with Monique, against Monique, got Monique kicked off, back to focusing on Candace. A problem with everything G does, sticking his tongue out. Karen didn't even have a problem with it, you guys. Karen didn't even have a problem with it.
Karen knows she bad. Karen said, "Girl, this happened all the time."
Yeah. That was funny. That was funny. She said this happened all the time. But she also said, sorry, Ray. Wasn't that her who said it?
Ray was like, yeah, I know my bitch bad.
Huh. Yeah, there's a song about that. Want to hear it? Here it go. Karen. And that's 58. Is she really 58, you guys? Is Karen Huger really 50 freaking 8?
Yes, Karen.
And then Dorothy called in. What about that? What about when Dorothy called in? Do you think that was planned?
I don't know, but that was so messy.
It was.
And that's why I keep saying, people want to talk about how privileged and spoiled Candace is. Look at the type of mother she has. I'm so sorry. Nobody can be the perfect mother, but her mother is doing her so dirty on national television.
Yeah.
I mean, she has mommy drama too.
And did somebody tell me her mom is a psychologist?
Mm-hmm.
Prosperity Thick Girl 40 says it might be freaking planned. I hear that feedback. Is that my feedback?
Why did Giselle wear a pantsuit? A jumpsuit?
So then Chris was hilarious. I love that Chris came on there. I think she doesn't like the fact that he didn't hit on her. Who, Mia? I don't know. But Dorothy was hella messy. And I loved, and you know, production loves being shady. They had the clips ready like they knew she was going to call. Or maybe because she called, they had time to go back and edit in that whole situation, obviously. Like, duh. So, look, this is Chris waiting for an apology. His ear was really like bent over there, right? And I think that freaking Dorothy does owe Chris several apologies. And after she gives him apologies, she needs to go have several seats, because being a psychologist, she knows the impact she's having on their relationship. And especially being a divorced woman, she knows the impact it's having on their relationship. And for her to not give any Fs is very crazy. Prosperity Thick Girl 40 says, no, Giselle was mad that G didn't hit on her. Because why else doesn't she like G? Yeah, like had it been her that got the attention, then maybe she would have had less to say. You know what I mean? Patty's back. I enjoyed Chris's whole attitude. I liked personally when they were talking about Ray's support for Karen, and Karen acknowledging that she wouldn't be where she is without the support from Ray. And then Chris saying, well, why is that different than my support for Candace?
Yeah.
My throughness with Giselle. I mean, she did a couple of things. I was through with her one time. And then I was through with her a second time. And then I was through with her a third time. And then I was through with, I think this might have been the fifth time I was through with Giselle, was when she came up with that BS line about, oh, well, when you have 20 years of supporting, he has 20 years of supporting Karen and you don't. Squeeze me, bitch. What the frick does that have to do with anything? Because weren't you just laughing at the so-called institution only being a friendship? So she laughs at it when it suits her, but then she holds it up to suit like this false narrative.
Right. And what were
Again,
you doing with Jamal then?
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If it's that real, if the relationship got to be that respectful, that real, or whatever, what was up with you and Jamal, sis?
Because she was gonna do a praise dance for us. No, Giselle was mad that G didn't hit on her because why else? Yeah, we did that one. If she gives Chris an apology, it'll be what Ashley gave Wendy. Hello.
Yep. You don't mean
That-
it.
That's real talk
I
prosperity.
wish she had somebody to ride for her like that, but okay, whatever.
Yeah.
My bad.
Oh, look, remember this right here? That's yeah, he did say that. He said that he wanted to suck Juan's pee-pee. And Ashley's like, he's never said anything sexual
Right.
to
That she's so,
anybody in this
and that
group.
just shows how little she cares about his.
Look at Robin's face when she had to when that was what the face was when she rethought that statement. So that means she really heard it. It was very uncomfortable to even hear. And all that laughing she was doing was just total uncomfortableness. She's like, ooh, your husband needs a leash. That was, but then Ashley always gets a pass. Nobody's drilling in on Ashley about that stuff. Nobody's drilling in on Ashley about that stuff. Why isn't everybody asking Ashley about it the way they're asking Ashley about, well, your mom lied on you at the freaking video chat. You know what I mean? Like they want to keep on bringing up certain things about certain people while they let all this other stuff slide.
They giving a chocolate girl tail, really.
Uh-huh. Robin looked good that season.
I guess.
Let's see. Do you think that was real? Whatever he was really drinking alcohol in that cup. Was he the only one with the alcohol in his cup? I mean, with even a drink out there, was Chris the only one with the drink out there?
I don't know, but I don't care either. I'm not gonna lie to you.
What did they get on Ashley on Twitter about, I wonder? I don't know. I don't know.
Probably for going up there. I believe Nikki's going to address a lot of that because, she's going with the questions from the fans.
Yeah. The barbs are coming.
Yes. I submitted a question. Don't think it got looked at, but whatever.
Yeah.
It's a colorism question, though. I asked, about the colorism, but Ashley's been getting like a drug a little bit over one, her forehead, and two, for being messy after she had a baby.
Yeah. You ever notice how, well, people might still be confused about the colorism, but this right here, look, just right here. Look, it's okay for Michael's hands to go on people. That's okay with Giselle. And even when they did the flashback to, was it okay with Ashley and the hands on the booty? Giselle didn't seem like that offended that it was happening to people. You know what I mean? And even with Karen saying that she knew he was harmless, she said Michael never licked his tongue at anybody. But that was like from over there. That's not even a physical contact, Giselle.
Yeah, that's not.
Or said the words, it's time to pussy pop. So non-physical actions being more of an issue than physical action, when the only difference is obviously what? What's the only difference? I know it might feel like really simple. It could be a class, it could be a color thing. It's just there's an ism happening.
Yeah, because it's like it's the fact that she's trying to compare the two incidents. If she wanted to just say that G's incident was uncomfortable and weird for her, okay. But then to try to make sense of it by comparing it to Michael,
right?
Like, what? That's what makes it seem like a colorist issue, maybe a racist issue,
right?
The weird situation.
Yeah.
But I do feel like this is where the cameras turn up for us. Like,
Mhm.
gave us that good flashback. I lived for the flashback because that was one of those moments where we like might get together and discuss it, but we're
Yeah,
trying to remember it as a group and bring, you know. So I
yeah,
appreciate the editors. The editor had to have watched the show to know, let me go and flashback to this or something, you
yeah,
know, or
yeah.
read the Twitter comments or something. That was good quality editing. And I'm glad it happened because she looked so stupid.
Right? Exactly. I
And
love
she's
when
gotten
G shut
to
her
tell him.
down. G shut her down. He
Yeah.
disarmed her. He said, I look back at it and I'm sorry. And she was like, damn, G. She literally was like, damn, G. Like, I can't even act an ass now, you
I
know?
mean, but at the end of the day, and I said this from day one, even when it comes to Candace's and Mia's falling out,
Yeah,
everybody was drunk as fuck. They drunk from the day until the night,
right.
you know? And that's just what it was.
That's true. What do you think about Robin saying that Juan's job keeps him away from everything?
Girl, I don't know.
Like,
I don't know.
when my son's on basketball teams, it's never happened to be all year round from the same coach. Ever. Not
Yeah,
like for a year round
about too,
anything.
you're right. But
Like
I don't know
it's
what it's like
always like
for.
during this time, like maybe he's with the coach from school because it has to be a little preseason, a little and during the season, and maybe some postseason, a little bit. But then there's a camp he can go to. There's a, you know what I'm saying? There's time off in between there. That's not,
Yeah.
it's ridiculous. And not to mention the fact that they know his wife does this. So for them to not be like, you can have 10 minutes off to make a video Zoom call and sit behind your wife on a video Zoom camera, that's not a good enough reason to me, Robin. I'm not feeling like, I feel like, yeah, okay, he could possibly coach 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 52 weeks a year, 365 days a year. You know what I'm saying? That could be a possibility.
Yeah.
525,600 minutes. Okay, sorry. Um, um, but I don't really think that that's good enough, Robin.
I don't think that's a good excuse either. I don't at all.
Yeah.
I do kind of think that Robin likes to be alone. I don't think she cares that much. I think if it wasn't for other people asking her about it, she really does not care.
Uh-huh.
I don't think she cares that much about getting married or the marriage dates or anything. I just think everybody else cares.
Right.
And I would not be surprised if they did not get married or if they did. I just really, something just makes me feel like she doesn't care. And I also feel like there's a weird space to where you don't know. People be asking you questions just like, bitch, I don't know. You know, I don't think she know.
Yeah, they would have definitely ran that beautiful bean footage, Prosperity Thick Girl 40. I'm kind of, I don't know, like I want to feel like Robin's authentic, but I am also feeling like Robin's a liar because every time I like really can like dig into any explanation she gives, whether or not it's the what rumor are you talking about, or he works all year, I mean, it's like, what are you really saying, Robin? And Michael is always thick for reunion. Yeah, he always gets the Michael and his reunion pneumonia.
So
Yep.
what does Juan do for a living?
He's a coach and it's not even for like college.
But so he's a high school coach.
I believe I don't know if it's high school, girl. I think it might be high school.
Well, so in all fairness, if we don't know his career, we don't even know. We can't make the decision. We can't even Google. Well, let me Google his career.
Yeah, Google it. But she said he's a coach.
Yeah.
And then they even brought up, oh, well, Jen Shaw's husband works all the time too. But he at least can make it to the reunion kind of stuff, And he's a college coach, so it's even deeper for him, I guarantee there are pics of Juan in the streets during the time he should be there with his wife. Yeah, I mean, he might be really careful because none have come up yet. If he works that much, they should have been
That's
in
true.
a new house. Yeah, possibly more. How I don't know how much coaches get paid these
See,
days.
here's my
They
thing
live
about these new.
together. That's why she doesn't care. I just heard today that somebody confirmed that they do live together and that they are like a full-on couple, Robin and Juan. And I hope they are. I think it's I hope they are. That's what I have to say about that. Oh, what do you think about Mia lying about Chris wanting to toss her salad because Candace called her handsome?
Okay, so Juan Dixon is the coach for Coppin State University in Baltimore.
Oh, so it is a university.
Yes.
Okay, can you ask Surrey if college basketball coaches coach, how many days a year do they coach? What's the normal coaching schedule for a college basketball team? How many hours? If it's not 2080, which is a full-time working schedule, that would be like a 40-hour work week, I think, isn't that? 2080. Yeah, something like 2080. Anyway,
I'm
I don't
Googling
think
it.
that it was fair for Mia
Oh,
to insinuate that men, fellow castmates, tried to. She was like tried to screw her and wanted to get at her. You know what I mean? Like that's like all because somebody called you handsome, and you are very handsome. Is that's what they call kind of large women sometimes. Like when they're tall, they call them handsome, or you have handsome features because you might have like a very chiseled jawline, or you know what I mean? So it's not like all insults. And it's just not all insults. It's not, but it is shady, but it's not like all insults. And what did you think about the foot Instagram thing?
it was I mean, it was weird, especially since they had made up. But
Uh-huh.
I think that they really nailed Nia to the coffin. Nia showed how good she can lie in that moment. It really, to me, she looked crazy because
Mia's a freaking
yeah,
liar.
yeah, she's the liar and she's good at it. And in that moment, I was like, okay, show your skin, Snake, because she
Yeah.
showed that she can be grimy and trifling and lie really good, just like Giselle.
Yeah. Yeah. That's gonna be her new boo.
Mm,
That's gonna be her new green eyed bandit. She's gonna come with green eyes contacts next time, you know.
yeah.
And make contact with me. I liked Wendy's stand.
Okay.
What
I want
you
to go
looked
ahead and
something
let you
up.
know
You looked
this.
something up. What was that you looked
Yeah.
up?
Okay. So I looked it up, and during the season, they practice slash have games 3 to 5 times a week. Off season, they practice 2 to 3 times a week, and this is year round. So
Wow. So it's true. She's not lying, but there are days off in there.
yeah, so but it just depends. Like, I mean, she doesn't have a choice of what day. So uh,
Yeah, but if
it's
it's a
what
set schedule, then that means if they really want it in there, they could make it on a day that he has off. If it's only 2 to 3 times during the off season or whatever, you know what I mean? Like maybe he could
So
if
do
he
we
wanted
think
to.
that they are allowing that? Do we think that they're saying, okay, well, what day is Juan free?
Well, if she wanted it to be part of her storyline, she would be like, "Oh, we're only available for the reunion on this day." You know what I mean?
Uh-huh. Yeah, right. Okay. But do you think they would make that decision based off of them and their schedule?
Yeah, I bet they would. I bet they. I mean, why wouldn't they try to accommodate? It's just like a day during the week off schedule anyway.
Right. Okay. Or maybe a different time. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like, because especially since the reunion gets scheduled after, I'm sure they check with the ladies and see, oh, do you think this day will work? Or maybe they send them 3 tentative dates or something. That would be fabulous. Maybe in my mind, that's how it should work.
Yeah,
If
you're
I
right.
was
It should.
doing some ish over there, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it is a show about them. It should. It really should.
Yeah. So I wouldn't be mad at. that scenario at all. Hmm.
Period.
Let's see. So was that all the research?
That
Our
was it. I
excerpt?
just looked up, what their schedules, college basketball team, practicing and schedules and
So
whatnot.
Robin is not a liar, people. It's not 24/7, but it is a lot of 24s.
Consistent. The last sentence of that first paragraph even said they're lucky if they get 2 to 3. Wait, I'm sorry. They're lucky if they get 3 to 5 days off around the holidays. That was
Oh,
the
they're
last
lucky
sentence
if
of
they
that
get three to
paragraph.
5 days. Yeah, so look, prosperity thick girl Frody, we got to give him slack. Even the Google is telling us that he's lucky to get 3 to 4 days off during the holidays.
3 to 5, yeah.
3 to 5. That's like everybody has paid PTO. Well, if he wants to keep his job and he just got hired, remember he was looking for work too, you guys.
Yeah, that's what.
Give
Yeah,
him
he came
slack
from
also on that.
a desperate situation, and not only that, but he landed a job that he actually loves. So he's going to be desperate to keep it, or I don't want to say desperate, but he's going to want to keep that job.
Right.
Actually loves it. Um, my thing is when it comes to Juan and Robin, I actually this season really understood where Juan was coming from. So
Yeah.
I'm like, I did not like the fact that she kept bum rushing him and bringing up your personal business on TV. You've been together all this time. You've been living in the same house. You haven't been in a relationship most of the time. you know,
Right.
now you want to talk to him about you.
Right.
It really I understood him when he was like, "You want to make me look bad now," basically.
And
Like,
he did sound a little crazy being like, I want you to have a baby.
I mean, he did, but at the same time, it's hard because, like I said, I genuinely feel like she doesn't value the marriage that much. Um, I mean, look at what she's tolerated. I don't know. Am I an asshole for that? But
No,
like,
we
it's
teach people
yeah.
how to treat us. We train people how to treat us. Like we show them what we are willing to take, what we're willing to accept when we don't establish healthy boundaries or when we do establish healthy boundaries. If you give like many sandy lines, then they're always going to be crossed. But if you give like a nice hard line, like our girl Meredith over on Housewives of Potomac, out of here, you did something like that, and you're like, look, I'm not dealing with her in any way, shape, or form, period. You know what I'm saying? And go out of here. And so if you do like that and you set a really healthy boundary, then it could be beneficial in the long run. So anyway, thanks for looking that up. So Robin is not a liar. And if he does only get 3 to 5 days off, he probably tired as hell, y'all, running up and down the court all the time, yelling at those boys, blowing that whistle.
And then if he's going home and his wife is too tired to do things around the house, I mean, he may or may not be, picking things up. I don't know. I did not like her approach of them this episode. I feel like everybody every season, but not this episode, this season, but I feel like this in every season that Juan kind of gets demonized, but I feel like she's just as present as him. He might have cheated in the past, but she forgave him, stayed with him, decided to live with him even though they weren't married and they weren't in a relationship
Yeah,
even. And she was equally involved. I don't think she's a victim. And
right.
I'm just like, so what y'all finna do? That's what I'm curious to see. What's gonna happen?
And for all the time that she could have used something for a storyline. She could have been talking this baby stuff a long time ago. You know what I mean? Like she doesn't. I don't know. Anyway, Robin, what is that? Is that me? What the hell is happening?
I don't know.
Is there a gremlin in here?
Yeah.
Gremlins,
Like
gremlins, gremlins. Hello.
it's gone.
Oh no, I need some. Let me have it.
Let me have
Please.
it.
Please.
There's no more.
No, you have to.
There's no more.
Okay, then you have to get out of here. Thank you.
Oh, I got a cookie. I'm gonna get my cookie.
Sorry.
What you eat?
Little. My mama was making a test batch of her deep fried turkey.
Ooh, yes.
She brined it and then she just buttermilked a small piece. And my son brought it. Mm. Mm. Oh, thank you. He loved me. He brought me another piece. Sorry. The gremlins are back. Yeah. Sorry about that, you guys. I don't know why. Is it when I talk? Wait, is that the hello?
Yeah, I hear you. We're all good though. Now,
What is that?
can you
What
hear
am
me?
I? I'm trying to see if the gremlin is when I'm talking or anything. But I don't hear anything when I'm talking.
Yeah,
This is
I don't
distorted.
either.
Okay. Okay. Because Prosperity Thick Girl 40 said the gremlins are back. And I kept hearing something, but it could just be the crunch of this chicken. Listen to the buttermilk coating on this freaking piece of turkey.
Dang.
I know, right?
Girl.
Buttermilk dip turkey fried.
Right.
Yeah. My mom did that. Okay. Okay. So then what else do we have? Mia and her lies. And she was like, "Oh yeah, remember, baby? I told you
Yeah, and it
that
was, girl, you
he
ain't
called
told
me
nobody.
handsome, so I said that Chris wanted to f."
I don't even think she had told him. His
I
face
don't
was like, what?
believe it.
She's something else.
She is a liar all the way around.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. Let's see. Prosperity Thicker 40 said that sounds like a chip, right? It does. My mama used to have a soul food place.
Mm.
The Nouveau Soul. You guys know who Lou Gossett Jr. is, that actor dude,
Mm-hmm.
and Danny Glover?
Mm-hmm.
And we used to cater their birthday parties
Mm.
and with like Nouveau Soul kind of food. So yeah, Mia is very irritating,
Mm-hmm.
very much so. Is that soup?
Mm-hmm.
I hear like a spoon or something.
I'm eating red beans and rice.
Ooh, from Popeyes.
Mm-mm. Homemade.
Mm. Did you post a video of it?
No, I didn't.
Sorry, guys. I have the munchies.
Ditto. Okay, so
Okay, yes, let's continue then.
G was not a he. He made some mistakes, but he wasn't that bad of a guy. He, did good. Mia lied her ass off and
Uh-huh.
kept chiming in. She sounded so stupid. She told Wendy, "You can't get mad at her because she doesn't want to be a good friend to you." Oh yeah, you can. That's a perfect reason to get mad at somebody because they're like,
Yeah, I can make my own boundaries. Thank you very much, lying hoe.
right. That was weird. Wendy was
Very weird. Very weird. Um, let's see. So then they got into Chris is a man, and he is a man that does not manage Candace's career. He has no dealings in her contracts,
mm-hmm.
none whatsoever. He doesn't decide all that stuff. He's basically, while she goes through her MBA program, he keeps the high watch basically and everything. He's a glorified secretary, you guys. And I'm glad that he finally said it. I felt like Candace had been trying to make more of it than well, actually, okay, let's stop it right there. I'm glad he finally said it because I was confused. I'm not glad he finally said it because it threw Candace under the bus. And we were just talking about how with the thing we like about Ray and the other one is like, they're like, oh, okay. They don't really blow up their wife's spot a lot, whereas Chris is like, look, I'm not a husbander, I'm a glorified secretary. You know what I mean? Like, that was kind of like, dude, why do you think he did that? He's a personal assistant. Yeah, he's a personal assistant.
I thought he was just trying to defend himself because it was made to seem like he was living off of her.
Yeah.
He was just letting people know, like, I'm not living off her.
Yeah, and I like that whole finally explanation too about how the payments were. Oh, this look right here, you guys. What was that look? Okay, why do you think Dorothy rolled her eyes when you said something? And look at Candace really wants to know. Look at that look on Candace's face, you guys. Look. She really wants to know right there, right? What do you think it was, Chris? I'm glad that he started off by saying that he loved his mother-in-law. I thought that was sweet. But he finished it off by saying she's never paid a bill with his name on it. But that's also when she was like inferring that she did pay a bill. Dorothy is messy. She's problematic. I don't think that she should be allowed any more camera time, Candace. Please keep your mother off the camera. She is...
Keep her off.
Get your flute, as Prosperity Thick Girl said. That's exactly how she's acting. Like she's competing with Candace for some reason or something. I don't know. She's like in a Mean Girls clique against her daughter, and she's the head of it. It's weird. And I feel like if she's allowed to keep on doing that, it's going to drive her real wedge. She's never going to get the grandkids she wants. Never. Maybe she's trying to stop them from having any kids if she keeps this wedge in them.
Candace is really trying to become a better person. You can see it.
Yeah.
And I hope she does. And I love that she's saying, I'm going to wait to have kids until I grow from this,
Yeah. That's a big statement because sometimes people just have kids because of the moment, And so when you can stop and get past that moment and really like try to, think long-term future beyond that instant feeling, you know what I mean? That takes a lot of control, especially with your husband, like, you know what I mean?
Yep.
So you're right. That's very thoughtful of her. Sometimes Dot acts as if she didn't like Candace and resents her for some reason. Yeah, like, and has she always been like this, you guys? Has Dorothy always been anti-Candace and Chris?
It explains why Candace is so defensive. So
yeah. You'd be mad if you found out your husband was tossing my salad in the kitchen. That was like really tacky to say. And they didn't really dig in, or at least they edited it in a way that didn't seem to dig in to Mia and her lying ways on such damaging stuff after going in on Candace for air quote
being with the mouth
stuff. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't even anything. That was way more damaging than Yo Mama. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's the kind of thing that happens that we've been witnessing.
Yep.
So, and geez, look how confused G looks. Look how confused. Did you see? He was like, what you say? What you say? And look, she said, I did tell you, but I'll refresh your memory. Lies on lies, people. Lies on lies. All because Candace called her handsome. So my husband is tossing you salad because you're handsome.
Right. But when you said her project was low budget and she said Your Mama, it was the end of the world.
Right. And that was in a way attacking Candace's business. And if that's something that they've agreed not to come for, then why was everybody in her business? You know what I mean? That was one-sided. Anyway, and G still looks confused. I like G. I kind of like G in his little bow tie. G is adorable. I don't care. He's like that old grandpa at the picnic that you don't go sit on his lap. Just don't do that. So scrolling back weeks looking for photos of me. Oh, that's to find her. We already saw this part, you guys. I'm sorry. Let me go right here. Um, so this is when Chris was asking, why is my support of Candace any different than Ray's support of Karen? How is it different?
Mm-hmm.
I don't see a difference either, Chris. It was a logical question.
Mm-hmm.
You're a very level-headed person, even with all the completely makes sense. Okay. And I didn't appreciate Karen is a liar also. And I didn't appreciate Karen being like, oh, it's different either.
Mm-hmm.
Ray didn't say anything. Did Ray say anything, you guys?
No, the men know how to not beef with each other. It's the women.
Yeah, the men kind of. You're right. Yeah, Eddie didn't have a ventriloquist.
Except for Michael.
Michael likes getting into it. Michael has a lot of Mitch in him.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. They do make it seem like Chris lives under a bridge, and they do perpetuate this whole idea that he's somehow a less than man because he's with Candace. It's so crazy, and it has been a lot of seasons of this, and they do act like I don't understand where this all came from in the first place, other than jealousy and hate that he has a brown member. Mm-hmm. And all the ladies want to see for real, and why it brings Candace's milkshake to the yard. Oh. And so they're just jelly. I don't know what other reason they could have to be so. That bridge comment was a big ass difference, Ashley. That bridge comment was a big ass difference. A big ass difference, Ashley? I think I'm not reading that right. I don't know, you guys. I don't know. Okay, so then we have, it was emasculating. It is emasculating to keep talking about him like that. What did he do to everybody? And Chris is such a nice guy. Maybe that's why it happens. They see him as a weak guy because he's so nice. He's so amicable. He acquiesces.
And they're jealous too. They're jealous.
Yeah, like I'm like, why are you guys all on Chris's jock like this? Like, what's really going on? You know, so I don't know. And I can understand him. He made complete sense. If anybody thought he wasn't a businessman, he made complete sense when he said, why would I invest my money in your mom's investment property?
Well, we're not even married.
And we're not even married.
Yep.
That was a completely rational answer.
Yep.
Right? Did you think that Karen was getting hurried up and getting married to beat Robin and rub it in Robin's face?
No. I don't know. She could. I don't know with Karen.
Karen is very puppet master. Look at this. Okay, so what do we have? We have, just follow me for a quick second down a rabbit hole, okay? I know it's late and I know you're weary, but you see this white line on here? White lines, vision, dreams of passion going through my mind. Okay, but see this white line? That means we only have like what? I don't know, 10 minutes left on here. Okay. So we won't take much longer, but just follow me to my thinking about how Karen is a puppet master seed sower. Okay.
Okay.
Because Karen she plants seeds and then she sends her minions out to do her bidding off the seeds that she planted. She planted seeds of contention and doubt And like you should be worried about this person's character and how they're going to treat you, because this is what I've noticed about him, without that person first having the opportunity to fully possibly engage completely and make a whole decision, right? But also Giselle shows her ass a lot. But
Yeah, I was gonna.
Robin specifically, the ass that she shows is only in support of Giselle, and with Giselle being Karen's number one enemy, with Giselle being Karen's number one enemy, she goes and plants seeds about Robin and by proxy Giselle. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So she went to Wendy and said, you're not in a real relationship. They're not in a real relationship, because Wendy and Robin were friends.
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden, Robin's like, what happened? What happened? That's how Robin's been acting all season. And she even is saying, I don't know what happened with me and Wendy. We was cool, and all of a sudden we not. What happened? Karen happened. Because the vernacular that Wendy used to down Robin when she told off Giselle at that infamous Unzen Wen episode at the lake house, and she was reading Giselle and everything, and then she swooped in Robin and her fake relationship. Because look, even Karen says you're not even in a real relationship.
Well, here's the thing, though. One, it's obvious that she's not. That was a valid statement. I hate it. Might have hurt Robin's feelings, but that was a valid statement too.
But it's their kind of relationship. You know what I mean?
It is. I do feel like it's their kind of relationship, but I feel like it's not a relation. I mean, it's
Yeah.
the point where we don't feel like we can't 100% say we think they're going to be together forever, or they even want to be together forever. So
Yeah.
I felt like that was her relationship has looked that way on TV. I get that.
Giselle and Karen are the puppet masters. Prosperity Stick or 40 says, but I think that just Karen plants a lot of seeds. We see a lot of cutbacks to Karen saying, well, you know, they're the Bush sisters. Well, you know, they're this. Well, you know, they're that. And I don't think that she does that with everybody. But she does. I guess everybody, no. Let me take it back. I changed my mind, you guys. Everybody gets a turn with Karen, because just last season, Wendy was on her list, and you know, I know about her, but I don't know her.
And Candace too, yeah.
Did she say something like that last year? I know about her.
Yeah. They were on some board together.
Yeah, but they weren't on the board. She doesn't know me. I mean, damn Karen and her damn freaking. Oh, what about damn Michael's knots and Robin pawning freaking Juan's wedding ring? What about that?
I don't know.
What did he say he has on his hands? Diverticulitis? No, Dupuytren's. He has Dupuytren's, and it makes his knuckles swell, so he can't wear his ring. And Robin pawned Juan's wedding rings. I mean, guess they were like really up a couple of times. I don't know. Like, that's like, I'm sorry she had to pawn their wedding rings. Like, that's.
Yeah, we know they used to be poor.
Huh?
I said, we know they used to be poor.
Right. And here's Michael Nosferatu, hunchback, troll, predator, in my opinion, Darby talking about, in flashbacks, talking about Chris. And so he also, as a man, is perpetuating that whole Chris is living off his wife. Like, where would he even get that information? He would, I mean,
he probably watched the show.
All other
he probably eat up all the gossip his wife bring home. They probably sit up like kiki.
Because it doesn't make sense that a businessman would know all the business of other businessmen. to the point where he would know for sure that Chris's situation made him live off of Candace, right? I mean, how would he even know? So I think Michael's just a myth, and he just talks about everybody, so just whatever he could say out of his little mouth that the subject's not on him is
And
what
he
he's
go around sticking his fingers up your ass.
yeah, giving you high colonics with his fingertips and
Right.
stuff. How you doing? He says, this is how we do it in Australia. He said, that's how you do it down under. Didn't he say some shit like that season 1 when he was his explanation for the first time he got caught? He was like, yeah, that's what we do down under.
The question is, how long had he been in America?
And how often do you wash your hands? That's another.
You put on a glove, Michael.
Right? Okay, wait. Let's see. There's a lot of comments because Candace has been saying that she's on the show. Brown Peen, that was the dig at Candace. You're gonna live. You should pay something. Yeah, well, he did pay something. No, because Robin and Juan isn't getting married. Well, they might not. I hope they do, but they might not. Only 2 people raised their hand. Handsome Mia and didn't Giselle raise her hand, kinda?
I forgot about that.
That's why I told you Giselle will
so
throw Robin under the bus. The way they edited it to make it look like there was a hell of a pause before even Giselle raised her hand on that question.
There probably was.
Throw her under the bus. Giselle does way worse than Karen. I think Karen is vulgar, and I think Karen lies a lot, and I think they both know the assignment. And I think their assignment includes them being allowed to be vulgar and nobody else being allowed to do nothing or say anything, and everybody else is wrong and they're the only 2 ones that are right, and their stuff and they think their shade is all the best. And no. You know what I mean? Like, pick rocks with that theory. You know? Everybody needs to get treated the same. That's the end of the story. Don't sit here and try to tell me that one of you ladies is doing anything worse than the other ladies on this show. I'm not going to buy it. I'm watching. I'm sorry. That was for emphasis. I had to get up for emphasis because I'm watching. And that's what I see. So, okay. Then we finally get when Andy Cohen, you don't like Candace. We finally get Andy Cohen saying he needed some tequila, and we finally get to none other than
Nicki Minaj.
Yes.
Her hair was so beautiful. I'm like, I want that color.
That is a nice color. It's kind of like orange frost, kind of.
Yes, exactly. Because it's not honey blonde. It's close to it, but it's more orange.
Yeah.
It's a very, very much a signature color. Like that's a. Yeah. I can't even name that color off the top of my head. So that was
It's almost like a light copper. It's kind of like a copperish kind of. It is a very becoming color, especially with her skin tones and all that.
Yeah, there were so many different shades. That wig was dyed and blended perfectly.
Yeah. Wendy's waist was looking snatched right there. So, but okay, so she said that.
I want to say one more thing.
Yeah.
Nikki, you can look at Nikki's hair and makeup compared to everyone else's and see the quality. It was amazing.
Yeah, like there's a lot of note taking to be done in these with such professional.
Yes, the center of the blending is amazing. It's gold.
Yeah. I think Karen's people could take lots of notes for that over there and apply them.
You know, Giselle's beautiful. She's drop dead gorgeous.
Yeah.
But despite, she's pretty, she can get away with certain things. But the way that wig is sitting there, it has nothing on Nikki's.
What the hell? And she kept flipping it. Did you see her kept flipping it? I'm like, keep your hands out of your hair.
Ashley.
Do you notice how Ashley's hair always draws up by the end of every reunion? She starts silky straight, and that's the only time you can tell she is as mixed as she wants to be sometimes.
Every reunion.
By the end of the reunion, It looks like Angela Davis afro.
And it wouldn't matter if she was embracing it, okay, but she's trying to blend it in with straight hair, and it's
Yeah,
like, no, it's not working for you. But every reunion you want to rock a straight look. Okay,
right.
girl, embrace them coils.
Exactly. Look, okay, so then Nikki comes out, and Andy had already given her the green light to have an opinion, to pick sides.
Hmm.
And after her hellos, she says, I have questions from the Barbs. And the Barbs get right into it during the last 3 minutes of the show. And like I said, I thought she was coming to attack, but you're right. They were ended up just being questions that we all want to know.
Yeah.
And I was glad that she was started off asking them to Ashley
Hmm.
and why she brought her breast milk up there to be messy. What
Hmm.
did you think of that, Tottie Vision? What did you think of that?
At that point, I felt really good about what Nikki was gonna bring to the show. I'm like, she's getting real here,
Right.
because I think that Nikki's a new mom as well.
Hmm.
So I think that there is something to be said about, even though she has to work and she wants to work, because she's in a financial state to where she could have just not did that.
Hmm.
The fact that she chose to, I do understand that question. What
Yeah.
I don't understand is, what is Candace doing defending Ashley? Girl, Ashley would
Oh
never
my
do that for you.
gosh.
That is so Candace.
Oh my gosh. That's Stockholm syndrome, you guys. Have
Yes,
you guys ever heard of Stockholm
yes,
syndrome?
yes, yes.
Yeah, that's a syndrome that when you get abducted or and you're held captive by your captives, and you end up,
Them.
falling under a spell for them, and like usually falling for them, falling for your captor, it's crazy.
Yeah,
I
that
mean,
was
you
weird.
just said she talks
He was,
about my edges being dry and all of this stuff, but that shows us that these ladies are friends. Like how after LeBron plays, if he doesn't make your nose bleed, you
yeah,
guys are probably friends and you guys are all going to go kick it at the same basketball hangout place or the basketball hangout after party. You guys
yeah,
all go kick it. And
yes,
as a fan, we get all, oh, Celtics, oh, Lakers, but they all go kick it after and we're left fanatic, you know?
yeah. It does. It feels like I feel right. We have a lot of conversations and we keep saying she's not, an evil person like people try to make her out to be. And that was kind of, even though I'm not that big of a person, that moment was verification.
Yeah. We're killing you, Prosperity Thick Girl, with Candace as a victim stuff. Sorry. Don't. No, no. We only want to speak life and breathe life and prosperity to all that we come in contact with. Yes. We're speaking good things. It's just opinions. And I do feel that Candace should not be Stockholm Syndrome to the girls that are conspiring to take her places, take her flute from her. They're targeting her. They're targeting her. That's all in my opinion. I know. But okay, what about Mia? Getting asked. So is it the chicken strips that don't make it the strip club? No, the chicken wings is the difference between a strip club and where two did. And Mia said, "Yep, it's the chicken wings are the difference." That's what she said. If we would have had chicken wings, it would have been a strip club. So okay.
Okay, there are plenty that don't even make no sense, girl. Was you in there walking around naked or not?
Yeah, lies. It's just more lies from me of the Lie Factory. And then she asked Ashley, she is in none other than Nicki Minaj, asking the questions we all want the answers to, is if they why they all married older men, and if they had 100 million in the bank, would they have married these same older men?
Hmm.
Fantastic question. Inquiring minds want to know. And of course, Ashley had to try to pop in and said, I was attracted to him. And she said, what was you attracted to? And that's the look we all had on our face. What were you attracted to, Ashley? Because Michael has looked the same since all the seasons started. He's looked the same.
Well, he looks like her dad too.
Well, he does.
Yep, they look like twins. They look like
No
brothers.
way.
Yep.
Oh, where can I see a picture of her daddy?
Google it. Google Michael Darby and Ashley Darby. Ashley Darby's dad.
Okay, I'm doing it now. Michael Derby. Okay. And then I'll do images. And then we'll open this other tab. And we'll say Ashley Darby's dad. Ashley Darby. Oh, and okay. Wait, images. What? Is that really the same? Is that really him? Wait, what's this?
Like her dad's a white man, older white man.
Chuck Bulch? They keep showing me this Chuck Bulch guy. I don't know who he is.
Did you maybe just type in Ashley Darby's father?
Okay. Father.
Let me try to do it.
Yeah, they keep showing me this dude. And it has a side by side with Michael right here on Lipstick Alley. Ashley Darby believes that we evolved from apes that are.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm right here. Sorry.
Girl, the first picture to come up is it. When I typed in Ashley Darby's father, the first picture to come up, you can see they look so much alike.
So it's this guy that has like this short blonde hair and like
I can't hear
he has
you.
a
Let's
flower
see.
tree
Hold on.
behind him. And he has the flower trees behind him. And he has a dimple. That's him? Are there side by sides of him and Ashley? Hello? Oh, she dropped off, you guys. Well, that's him. Did you look it up too, Prosperity Thick Girl 40? Did you see it, Toddy? So is it the one, does it have a side by side of him and Ashley also?
Outside of her dad and Ashley?
Yeah, because when I look it up, it has a picture of. I'm gonna put it on the phone for us. So
I googled it and he came up. I didn't look at any websites or anything. I went straight to the images and it comes up. You can see he looks a lot like Michael, just with hair.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, and they really do, they look a lot. And especially they smile alike, thin lip smile.
Okay. Let's do it. Is that the dude?
Yes.
Okay. Then I did see it and I didn't believe it because I'm like, that is like creepy.
But she said that out of her own mouth, which is what made me look into it a couple of years ago when she said it on TV. I Googled it because, she said
her dad looks better.
Yeah, he has hair. But there's so many, and being able to see Michael on TV, we've seen that relaxed eye.
He always just looks so trolly to me. I don't know. I can't. I'm sorry. I used to, in high school, I had this really good friend and we would go see her grandparents after school and the house smelled like kind of like dusty mothballs and stuff. And I can't. I'm sorry. I think that freaking Nikki had a valid question. What exactly was she attracted to?
I mean, I'm confused because if I'm honest with you, when I first saw them on the show, I said, "Oh, she just wants his money." And then she had, he was doing all that crazy stuff. And I'm like, oh, she just signed that prenup. She's gonna, have that baby and get out of that situation. And she had that baby and then she had another one. And it doesn't seem like she's trying to run off with this money. It seems like she's okay being there.
Yeah, she likes it. She likes being his what would Candace call her, a bed wench. She likes it
Yeah.
because she gonna come back. She just went on vacation with his ass. He supposedly had pneumonia, and then they went on their annual after reunion, after season, knock me up vacation. Watch her come back pregnant before next reunion. Mark my words, people. Mark my words. Let's see. DT is back in the house. DT, let's take this off.
Yeah, she's there, and then she's admittedly, said they're in an open relationship. So what we thought
You
she,
know, I thought they closed that off. Didn't she say, "Oh, you're hurting my feelings, and I don't want to live that way anymore"?
I mean,
Didn't she
she
say that?
did, but what she did was she expressed that while he was in all those scandals, they had been in an open relationship all that time. We kept wondering, oh, she can't want to be with him. Why is she with him? Uh,
Right.
she's gonna get the money and leave, and the reason she didn't is because she knew she was in an open relationship. She just wasn't telling us.
Yeah.
So now we
And
understand
so
why.
she's not transparent at all. She's not transparent, and she's full of shit because she always brings up other people's stuff and not talking about hers. So her and Giselle are in the same boat on that thing. Let's see. Um, get DT. I was wondering where you've been. Yeah, DT had popped in earlier. He said he was at that conference, and now he just had his dinner. Um, and thank you for coming back, DT. Thank you. Let's see. Michael, Michaelia, Nosofarutu, Quasimodo, Darby looks older than Pennywise, Megamind, Placenta Eater's daddy, doesn't he? Are they
Yeah,
the same age? That would be a very interesting. I can Google it. I can Google it. DT is back, you guys. Yes, let's clap him back in because you know what? DT's been gone for like an hour, you guys. I don't know if you noticed, but
mm,
freaking DT had popped out for an hour, but now DT is back. So you know what? That's what. That's what. All right. All right.
I can't believe I done fed my face like that. You won't believe I done ate so many different things.
Oh my gosh, what all I had was that little piece of stuff in this coffee. Freaking, I'm still so up looking. It's only 11:07 my time. Let's see, because she doesn't have to do anything with him. DT said prosperity thick 040. Yes, dear. Same here. So glad to see you. Yes, we're always so glad to see you here coming by LRGA Curves, where it's all about this curvy community. I love you, my beautiful curvies. And I'm so happy that you came to share your curve on life with us and give your perspective, because that's what it's about. That's what I'm saying. When we sit and we share ideals and thoughts and premises and theories and opinions, like I'm very like this, right? Like I can be like this about stuff, very linear. Like this is my line, like this is what I'm seeing, like this, right? And then I get to talk to people like Tottie Vision, and she'll come and she's going this way, right? And so what's that going to do to me? Like I can either stop or I can bend with her for a minute and I can explore another way to look at it, right? And so it's kind of like that's what this curve is that I'm talking about also. You see what I'm saying? Was that too much? Did I smoke too much weed?
No, no, I just yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. So like instead of just being like this, when we're talking about it, the curve happens because we get to take each other into different perspectives,
Yes.
same prisms of life. You know what I'm saying? And then we're all stronger together. Because like when you're able to bend and be fluid with it, then you're unbreakable. Then you're unbreakable. But when you're straight and you're just like, and something else comes like this, and you're like, bam! And it comes like, anyway, I can be very dramatic. I was an actor once. I was an actor twice. Oh, I'm into counting numbers tonight, aren't I? Oh, let me put the avatar back, people. Let's see. She said she just didn't think he'd keep getting caught. DT. I just want to know which black muscled man that lived in London let Michaelia's grubby Trump looking hands oil him. Is I heard that's a thing. I think you brought that up before, DT. And I want to see the pictures too. Toddy, I was eating steak and salad while listening. I heard that.
Oh, steak and salad.
Awesome. Edwards, James, Edward Pufferfish, Squidward Thornton apparently is creating a new Instagram account. I think a lot of people had turned on her. Oh no, did she really? I'm gonna check right now. So she has two of them or something?
I don't know.
Because I just follow her because I know they're all friends, so it's not really a big deal. But I don't like, and I just want to see if she posts anything stupid because she does go live sometimes.
Mhm.
Let me look up Mia Thornton. Okay, it doesn't say anything about being a housewife. But if we go to people like Robin Dixon, does it say that she's a housewife on? Oh, it does say follow my new page at Mrs. Mia Thornton.
She is so extra.
Okay, but when I click it, nothing happens. Oh, there it is. So she's up to 8,000 people. And over here, it still doesn't say anything about RHOP, but it is definitely a new page. Thanks for the info, freaking DT. I wonder why she did that. Huh. I wonder why she did that, you guys.
Oh.
I don't know. So that was, did you have any other points from the reunion that you wanted to touch on or anything? Because I was feeling like,
You know, you need to stop. You need to too much with the
Dr. Curves looking at you, the pic I have on your glasses. You have on my glasses too? Has glasses, dreads up in a bun. Yeah, just like you have tonight right now. No way. The
Yeah.
pic I have on your glasses. Yeah.
Yes.
I made an update to this avatar of Mia. It looks a little scarier, DT. I can clearly see that that's James Edward Almos with a wig and some cleavage. Oh, the glasses you ordered. Yeah. Definitely. These are iKeeper. I get a lot of my stuff from iKeep. These are iKeeper, I believe. These are iKeeper. Thank you. Thank you. So that was all my points. I don't know. Oh, so we did Unzen Wen. Oh, here, she sent me some. Let's see. What the hell? I like the hat. The hat gives it character, and the flowers are so beautiful. You want to see? Could this be an NFT? You gonna
Oh
make
my
digital
God.
art? Can you make an NFT of this, DT? Do you know anything about that? Somebody will buy it.
Oh
You
my
can make
goodness.
millions. NFTs, people. Get some
Oh,
land in the metaverse. I'm just kidding. I don't listen to me. I'm not a financial expert.
I
Don't
have to Google that. There's somebody I've been following who's been saying something like that.
listen. Yeah, I'm trying to get some land in the metaverse, but you don't have to do nothing.
Yeah, that's what I said. Honestly, true tea, like when it comes out, we need to hop on it because it's going to turn into a source of income.
Oh,
And
it's already out. It's like here. It costs like about 5 grand for 2,400 square whatevers of information space in one of the metaverses already. And
yeah,
they don't have anything to do with
we'll
uh,
take your
Facebook.
talk show to it. When
Yeah.
Metaverse comes out, put your talk show on Metaverse.
Definitely. That would be so cool. That would be so
Like,
cool if we could get in and have like a freaking coolness on the metaverse. That would be so. I'll see if I can. Did you see the one of Christina Bassett? Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me go back. Here we go. Yeah, 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 yeah. Wait, 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 wait. Yeah. Yeah. So do you not like Chris? I kind of like Chris.
oh my God.
That's, is that because we are mad at Chris for something? Did he do something we should know about? That's a lot. I like the hat a lot, and the earrings, and he accessorizes great.
Right.
But I don't know why he would have to be in a dress right now because he didn't really do anything bad, did he? He didn't do anything dress worthy. Now
Mm-mm.
put Michael Nosferato's face on there with a big gigantic hand.
Mm.
Yeah, then yeah. But I appreciate your art all the time. Make another NFT of this. Somebody will definitely buy this too. Both of them NFT worthy. For sure. Did you see that freaking Ice Cube just dropped his NFTs? Okay.
Mm-mm.
And they're going to be, yes, he just dropped a special collaboration NFT packet. It was some powerful messaging behind it. Very, very nice. I saw some of it. It was very intriguing. Very, very.
Mm.
Let's see. Let's see. So we went over tonight on LRGA Curves with Tottie Vision Live's review on Real Housewives of Potomac Part 3. We covered Unzen Wen. We covered Gentlemen Start Your Engines. We covered Don't Answer, It's Dorothy.
Mm.
We covered I Wish Juan Dixon Was Here.
Mm-mm.
We covered Ray Renewed. We covered G's Unit. We covered Chris is a Man.
Mm.
We covered Eddie's Ventriloquist.
Mm.
We covered Michael's Reunion Pneumonia.
Mm-mm.
And we covered Tequilla Niki. Tequilla Niki. Yes. Tonight on LRGA Curves. And more, just like it said in the description, you guys. And we did it all in under 3 hours.
Oh, look at us breaking records.
Oh. Oh my gosh, yes, this one. OMG. Okay, yeah. That's life. That's what that
Oh my God. Don't do Nikki like that.
that's not Nikki. That's not Nikki, is it?
Wait, I don't know. It looks like that's Nikki's jacket, right?
No, she had on a couple different color pearls and a black jacket, right?
Yes. Who is that?
I don't know who that used to be, but it's Michael now.
Oh.
Tottie Vision, what is an NFT? Oh, I was saying that NFTs. So NFTs are non-fungible tokens, and it's a form of digital art is specifically what I was talking about. That is able to be sold in with ether usually or some kind of cryptocurrency and on the platforms through the blockchains or something like that. I don't know. That's what I heard. That's what I
Yeah,
heard.
I saw a digital piece of art that was
Oh,
sold.
that was Giselle. Let's look again. Let me see. Oh no. Yes, meld them together since she want to take up for him. Since she want to take up for him all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She is weird.
Very weird. That is So yeah, thank you, DT, sending me those. That is hilarious. You did. You added accessories like these freaking flowers and earrings. It's hilarious. And a bonnet, a silk bonnet on it.
I was tripping like over Giselle's wardrobe comments. Maybe she'll improve though.
She doesn't give a fuck. It's just like Wendy said. She has pretty girl syndrome. She doesn't think she has to do her shit doesn't stink. Her fashion doesn't stink. Her weaves look great. Her house is awesome. Her furniture selection is fantastic. Her freaking, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's all good. It's all good. But Her daughters think she's an emotional vampire. So maybe that she'll check in on, hopefully. I would check in on that before fashion if I was her.
Yeah.
Fashion would be the least of my worries when my kids call me an emotional vampire on national television. You know what I mean? I'm like, Look, okay. Okay, I saw that. That's definitely a Giselle outfit. Look, Prosperity Thick Girl 40 knew it. Take do you not see this one? No, I only have those three. Let's check your DMs. How do you not see this? Oh man. Not Prosperity Thick Girl 40. Yeah. Yeah, no, I don't see nothing. I don't see nothing. Prosperity Thick Girl 40. Okay, let's see. I'm a fan of Giselle's daughters for sure. Yeah, I like them a lot. I think they're having their voice now is going to serve them in the future, even if the words that they're speaking with this beautiful, strong voice isn't necessarily something we're accustomed to hearing. I think that it needs to be said, especially to a person like Giselle, because she's not going to receive a word we've seen from anybody. She, like I said, there's nothing wrong with her. A scholar said, I will even help you with your fashions, Giselle. And Giselle was like, is somebody talking? That's how she always looks when somebody's trying to come for her. Is somebody saying something? She's not trying to receive nothing.
Yeah.
Might receive it sometimes from Robin, but even Robin, I don't think delivers anything to her. I don't know. Does she hold her to the fire? Or is she all on top with Robin too? And they just laugh and giggle, shits and giggles. You know, how much do you really know? Who knows? Who knows? I
Funny
have
that
another thing. Let me see. Yeah,
about Jamal. I mean, Robin questioned her about Jamal not being around, but
not really question. It was the kind of questioning that Kyle did to Erica Jane to let her get her side out of the story, not like to really question her and get an answer. You know what I mean? It's like,
yeah, I believe that it could have been that.
did Cups by Prosperity Thick Girl 40. Goodyear Cups by Prosperity. Oh, they sent it to. I just went in there. It's nothing in there. I just went in there. That's what you're talking to me, right?
Oh, I just created a new sugar scrub too. It's oil free, so it doesn't clog drains or anything. I'm gonna take some pictures of the
Oh yeah, put it. Let's get it. Where is it? Oh my G, large it. Did you
It's
get
on
it?
my website. I'm gonna have to take some pictures and stuff though, but the link is there.
No, I didn't hear the song. Is that the one they featured last season? Before they didn't have a reunion because they want to support black phobia and racist tendencies. That one. I can't not, you guys. I can't not. I can't not bring it up because I don't appreciate it. And then they let the Ramona lady have that freaking be one of the first people to be on this freaking girls trip show. She shouldn't have been rewarded for shit. She should have had to go have a timeout. Because then she gets on the show and she don't know how to act with the other black people on this new show. She's calling Kenya be the first chance she gets and calling her Portia, just disrespectful. Just disrespectful. And then whined. Oh my God. Then pulled a Karen and whined that Kenya was coming for her. But everything we see is that, I mean, she literally gets on the plane and was like, bitch, to Kenya. We're like, you know, you're talking to Kenya, right? You know, you're going to get it now. Like the whole trip is ruined for your ass, basically. Like on the plane ride over, really, Ramona? Really? Anyway. Okay, I'm going back on Avatar. My eyes are a little red. Okay, check your DMs, Tottie.
Okay.
Yes, that's the one with Hormona Mustard Seed Pelican looking not even a singer. Yes, right? Oh my gosh. She's too much. Drop the link for a quick yes. Let's put the invitations. Let's copy this to the clip. I'm gonna drop the link.
I had to wake up so early. I'm gonna have to go.
Oh, you are? We already have been on here for like we said we was only gonna do it for an hour. I know.
Yes.
Oh, I know. I'm sorry, Toddy. I gotta actually go too, but I'm gonna drop it for Prosperity Thick Girl 40 for like 6. We're gonna end right at 2:30. Is that okay, Toddy? 6 more minutes.
Yeah, let's
Get up
check.
here in 6 minutes, Prosperity Thick Girl 40. Because we got to leave at 2 hours and 30 minutes in. So we have 5 minutes left, people. Thanks again for tuning in to LRGA Curves tonight for this recap and live review of Real Housewives of Potomac, Part 3 reunion of 4 parts. It's going to finish up next weekend with Nicki Minaj, and we're looking forward to it. Yes, yes, yes. Thanks for coming up. Prosperity Thick Girl 40. Appreciate you. How are you this evening?
Yes.
I'm good. I was just trying to show you something because I don't know what you were talking about glasses. I was talking about your glass that you ordered from me. I don't know what
Oh,
eyeglasses you were talking about, but give me a second. I'm about to show you.
thanks for coming up. You get her. Those are beautiful. Let me take these words down. Oh
Yes.
my gosh, I love them.
Yes.
I love them. Oh, look how elegant that is. That font and everything. I love. Oh my gosh.
Oh my
And you
God.
see my boss chick on there with her glasses. Yes. Oh my gosh. I love it. Oh, what are you doing?
You're so bougie.
Oh my gosh. That's beautiful. I'm so excited. Thank you. I can't wait to get them. I can't wait to get them.
That's what I was trying
Yeah.
to tell you. I was saying that what I have on your glass is exactly what you have on tonight.
Yes, that's what you were saying. That the
Got
image
the up
on the glass,
bun and the
Boston on the
glasses.
glass has
Right.
the bun and glasses. Yes.
I love it.
Talking about
I love it. I love it. Oh my gosh. You guys, look, go check her out. Check her out. You can get custom made everything from over with Prosperity Thick Girl 40 at Cups. Where's her handle? She just had it
that
up
thick
here.
girl.
Prosperity Thick Girl 40. You're so talented, right, DT? Isn't that awesome? Oh my God, that looks so good, right? I'm so excited. I'm singing the song on Instagram. Wait a second, Toddy.
Mhm.
Okay, we still got 4 minutes. We still got 4 minutes. We still got 4 minutes. Anything else you want to say about the Housewives of Potomac?
I'm just ready for this last reunion.
Yeah.
And I don't know why Candace is taking up for Ashley. I guess this is what they were talking about when they kept saying that they were hanging out afterwards and they were surprised at how it went. So I guess this is what they were talking about
Yeah.
when they went on the reel. Because one day Ashley said it, and then when Candace went on, she said it. So I guess this is what they were talking about. But girl, the way her husband talks about you, she never sticks up for you. So why are you sticking up for her? Don't stick up.
Weird.
Right? I
Yeah,
don't
that was really like an out of left field. But then Robin chimed in too. And I could kind of more understand Robin because Robin was part of their alliance and everything. But yeah, Robin also was like, yeah, she had to, she was just a brand new mom. And both you guys just go shut up and sit down over there. You need to wait to see what the Barbs have to say about you guys.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna come. Oh, it's gonna come. Oh man, it's gonna come. I can't even wait, you guys.
It almost like a sisterhood. Like we might talk about each other, but you guys are gonna shut up type thing.
Right, right.
always, but most of the time it's them feuding on Twitter. That's what it's saying, bro. That's because they take it to real life.
Your volume is down, kind of. You're muffled.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you are. Go ahead.
I said, but then they take it off to Twitter and to Instagram and make it in real life. That's why and then the fans take it to real life. Like, make up y'all man, what y'all gonna do?
Well,
Do y'all really not like each other? Do y'all really do like each other? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's all
It's
kind of publicity because they only do it, if you notice, a lot of them only do it when it's around their season, like right before their season, during their season, and a little after for the reunion. And then their Instagram is blank for 4 months. And
Right.
yeah, but
That's true.
like, you know what I
see,
mean?
that's why I only have problems, my problems, real the issues that I see with them. I don't care what they do with no each other, because y'all can tear each other head off. That's why I take
Uh-huh.
offense to something that offends me, or something like I feel like you did that I didn't like. I don't care what you do to somebody
Yeah.
else. Y'all
That
y'all making money off of this. I'm not.
it's
So
unfair. Yeah.
I don't see how people want to kill people and send them threats. I'm not doing all that. I
Oh,
have more to life to do than to be sitting on somebody's page threatening them. Somebody
right.
you may never see in your whole entire life. Get out of here. That's crazy. That's for crazy people. That's Martell
Yeah.
kind of behavior. I don't do that.
Oh,
DT completely agrees, Prosperity. Completely agrees. 100%.
Yeah, I might joke
And
and
I,
make a joke or something, but never serious that if I see these people in the street, I'm going to haul off and try to no. Long as you stay cute, we going to keep it cute. I don't know you.
yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Let's
But
all
I'm a
keep it
joke
cute.
because you
Let's
put it
all
out
keep
there
it
for
cute.
us to see, so we can joke and make and say what we want because y'all put it out there. But that's as far as it
Right.
goes,
Exactly.
and that's for any
Yeah.
real adult with some sense.
Mm-hmm.
But
Well,
that's all I
that's
want. I just wanted to show you the cup because I was lost. I didn't know. I was like,
love it.
what
I love
Yes.
it.
is she
I was
talking
I was
about?
completely confused. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad you
You
explained
know
it and
my
showed what you're talking about.
my back hurt. I was like, oh my God, stop making me laugh.
I can't help it. I can't help it. I should be a comedian, but I'm only funny sometimes, like right off top. Like
I used
if
to
you give
tell
me
my
a
ex that. He used to be like, "You not funny." I'm like, "Oh, I'm funny as shit." Ask anybody that know me. Oh, I'm funny. And then when I say something funny, he be like, "He want to laugh." I say, "No, don't laugh. Remember, I'm not funny. Remember?
Okay.
Yeah, I know I'm funny. Damn it."
that's hilarious. Hilarious. But I promised freaking Toddy that we would be 2 hours and 30 minutes. It's 2 hours,
Yeah, I'm
31
good.
minutes.
I know
And
that's
I
why I was trying
appreciate
to
you,
hurry up.
Prosperity. Thank you, Toddy. I love them. I can't wait to get them. And we will definitely talk soon. Thanks for coming up to the street.
Yes, and we gotta pull her up earlier next time.
I know for sure. For sure. Sorry I didn't
Yeah, but I
drop the
wanted
link
y'all to do
earlier.
y'all thing first. That's why I was just waiting.
You rock. We appreciate that, huh, Toddy?
Yes. Oh,
Definitely. And look, DT says, I'm only funny when I make the avatars.
No, you're not. You
Right?
funny in the comments too. I don't know what you're talking about.
You
But
have me
Tati, we
cracking
missed you
up in the
yesterday on the
comments.
Murray and Huntsville drink. I was like,
I
"Where's
know.
Tati?" You know, I always ask when
Yeah.
you're not around.
I know.
I had to go live today because Prosperity Thick Girl 40, like I told her I would. And then it got so late, and then Toddy ended up being able to. And so we made it happen. So we appreciate you guys even
Yep. And
coming
when I
over
saw
and
it in my notifications, I was like, "Thank you."
yes.
And it said
Oh,
with Toddy. I said, "Oh, Toddy there too." Yes, I'm there. Let's make it a
yes. Awesome.
threesome.
A
Yes.
threesome, that's what we're talking about, and not the kind that Maurice and
Oh
Destiny
God, don't
and,
do that.
and
Yeah,
Kimmy.
not no tickets and them things. We're not doing that.
Yeah. Well, it's all peace and love from Larger Curves. And so we're going to go ahead and log off. Thanks again for tuning in to Larger Curves. If you catch this in the replay, make sure you smash the buttons, the like button, the subscribe
Mhm.
button, hit the bell so you can get notified next time I upload a video. Become part of this beautiful curvy community. And I love all my curves. I love them. I love them. And I love you for
Yes.
spending this time with me. Thank you so much, Toddy Vision.
Yes.
Toddy Vision, the one, the only, always ready to like go live with me. Girl, girl, what? What? Can we get some?
My God, stop, stop. Oh,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Thank you for
mhm.
coming up, and I appreciate you. You guys, that hand was also because Toddy just finished some really special training, and
Yeah.
I'm very intrigued by the future that she's endeavoring on, and it's
I want to know.
excellente. DT wants to thank you so much, Larger Curves and Tottie Vision, Prosperity Thick Girl. Much love to you all. Much love to you,
Love you
DT.
too,
DT.
DT.
Thank you. We appreciate you. You know what? We're going to have to get into what it is about, Prosperity Thick Girl 40, next time because Toddy has to get up for it in the morning. Anyway.
All right, y'all. But I'm gonna send y'all. I'm gonna
Okay.
see y'all in y'all DMs. I'm gonna send y'all my new link because my page, my business page was hacked. So it's just Thick Girl Cups
Oh,
by
yeah, you
Thick
have
Girl
to.
now.
Okay. All right,
Okay.
guys. So
Perfect.
thank you so much for having me. I enjoyed myself, and you both have good Thanksgiving.
Enjoy
Yes.
Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving to both of you. Okay. Okay. On the count of 2. 1, 2.
Bye
Bye.
bye.
Thanks for tuning in to Larger Curves. And I look forward to seeing what comments you leave. And I look forward to engaging with you in the comments. I really appreciate you, like I said, for tuning in. I want to thank Tottie Vision one more time for popping in. And also for Prosperity Thick Girl 40 coming up to the chat. I appreciate that. And DT, One Who Cares. And no, bye and happy Thanksgiving to you too, DTA. Thank you all so much for your energy and time. Really appreciate it. It means the world to me, and you mean the world to me. So have a great night, and I'm signing off. See you in the next video. Peace.